it to the face, yeah. She wanna stay. Singing to your bitch like I was Drake, yeah.
Don't just try to tell me you love me. Can't keep it real if you really don't trust me. Come with a real, here been a front, so you get my meals. I'm gunning for the money in the bank. Come with a dank, scrolling a tank, rolling with the gang. You sit and I on the sideline tripping. I go to the hole with the rock like Pippin.
Yeah. I'm okay.
Woodward Heavyweights live from Studio
Here we are. We're ready to go. Day two.
We in this thing. I want to start the show off right off the rip because there's some breaking news.
Breaking news.
In the Michigan, Detroit communities.
Hot button topic.
Devin Funchess.
Yes.
Signed with Detroit Lions, the tight end. I didn't even say hello to you. I didn't introduce myself as Eazy. I didn't introduce you as Spencer because Devin Funchess is going to take the Lions to the Super Bowl.
Now, I don't know about all that. I wouldn't go that far, but it's a good signing. Nice depth piece. It said Adam Schefter said they signed him and are planning to move him at tight end. We know he used to play tight end at Michigan.
Yeah.
Back in the day. I saw someone tweet that he hasn't played tight end since 2013, but I got a feeling he's more of, he's going to be an off-the-ball kind of guy anyways. They're not going to be asking him to do too much blocking from the tight end spot. So it's a depth piece. Like you said, James Mitchell, he's injured, dealing with some injuries, so we don't know about that. Hawkinson has always had some injury history, so it's a good sign. I don't mind it.
Former wide receiver turned tight end. That means he's repping and big stepping as a fellow heavyweight in these streets. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Devin Funchess, man. But no, yeah, and he hasn't played NFL football since 2019. I really feel like this may just be like a camp body thing. You know what I'm saying? We're heading to the 2022 season. And even that 2019 season, I think he played just one game. I don't really know what to expect from it, but I figured we'd start the show off with that. It just came through right before we went live. Mikey, you're a Michigan fan. You want to speak on that matter? Or I feel bad because I know you're unmuting yourself like that. Give me thumbs down. Just let it go. Let it go. Is that just it, right? Camp body or like anything
it's
more?
It's a camp
body.
No, he could still play in the NFL. We know, he was pretty good when he played in Carolina. He hasn't had much success after that. He's dealt with injuries, so it's a solid, like you said, camp body, solid guy to put out there. And if he proves himself, he can get the roster invite.
Yeah, I think it's nothing really more than that. It is what it is at that point. But shout out Devin Funchess. Welcome back to the city, man. I hope you make the most of your opportunity. Other than that, Spence, did you watch the finals last night?
I did watch the finals last night. It's pretty weird, honestly. Pretty weird performance. Steph Curry, 0 for 9 from 3. Andrew Wiggins, 0 for 6 from 3. Yikes. Draymond Green fouled out of the game, but the Warriors still won by 15. So I don't know. If I was the Celtics, that would just completely demoralize me.
That is really random. I don't know how they won that game last night.
It's very improbable that they won that game. It's kind of, like I said, it's demoralizing for a team. If you know that you held Steph Curry to 0 for 9, 16 points in total, and you still lost by that many points. You lost by Maple Jordan coming out there and going crazy. The Maple Mamba just looking like a boss. Going out there, putting up buckets. He hit, I don't know how many little hook shots he was hitting in the post where he was just running across the lane, hitting a hook shot right in Al Horford or Robert Williams' face. But it's going to be tough. Now they got to go back to Boston for Game 6.
Yeah.
We all know the mythical Game 6 Clay. So we'll see if he can show up.
Game 6 Clay. You know me, the whole size thing of basketball. I think last night he went out there and proved it. Actually, let me ask you this, because all over my Twitter timeline after that game last night, everyone's saying Andrew Wiggins, Finals MVP.
Oh man,
what's up? Is there any credibility to that?
There is no credibility to that. Steph Curry has been the best player in the finals. He had an off game last night. Still went for 16 and 8. Is the guy's averaging 35 points in the finals? He draws so much defensive attention. It's insane. It's not going to – the only way that could possibly happen is if Steph Curry replicates his performance from last night in Game 6 and Game 7. They win the finals, and the Maple Jordan, Maple Mamba, Andrew Wiggins goes out there and drops 35 and 40 points in Game 6 and 7, which is not going to happen. My prediction is they're going to close. They're going to wrap it up in Boston. They're going to win there. Steph's going to go crazy. He's going to have 8 threes, probably 35 points, and they're going to wrap it up there.
Yeah. And real quick, too, to my argument when it comes to the Pistons draft, I've been telling you guys, size. Size gets you the prize. Wings when you rings. We on the heavyweights. You might be talking about some chicken wings. Might be talking about some onion rings. But in this case, we're talking about NBA small forwards, man. You look at the championship history. You got Kawhi Leonard. You got, Andrew Wiggins, although he's not the guy, he's obviously stepped up and the most consistent guy behind Steph. You know what I'm saying? When things get physical, they can take it to the rack. When things, you can also make three-pointers. You know what I'm saying? LeBron James, another example of that. Kevin Durant, another example of that. LeBron James. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just the way this. Before then, it was the big guys, the NBA. You know what I'm saying? The dinosaurs ruled back then. Hakeem Olajuwon, Shaquille O'Neal. Can put the camera on Spence and let him do that dinosaur.
And you're right. You're right. And it's kind of changing. We see the league kind of changing to more of that stretch five. That 0.5, you know, the Jokic, the Embiid. You can even put Giannis up there because he's 7 feet tall and can do everything. So we kind of see a little shift of it, but it's definitely, you know, you bring it up every time you possibly can. Oh, I met Jalen Rose, and he told me that the NBA, if you break everything down, it's a big man's game.
That's how
but it's true. He's right, you know, and you need that size, you need that length. And Andrew Wiggins was that for a reason. He was the number one pick for a reason. This guy has the intangibles. He has everything you want out of a guy. We saw it last night. He was guarding 1 through 5. He was rebounding at an insanely high level. And like you said, when his shot's not falling, he is still attacking the paint, getting these contested layups, getting to the free throw line. Yeah, it's impressive. All teams need it. The Pistons need somebody like that. Ben Mathurin.
Ben Mathurin. Is he number one today? Did you wake up
no,
big Ben Mathurin?
No, I'm still. I don't flip flop.
You don't flip flop?
No.
Why though?
Why? It's, you know, I just like Shaden Sharp. I like the potential of drafting someone like that. Like I said, Ben Mathurin is my 2. He's been my number 2.
Yeah.
So I'm cool with that. But I don't know. I like Shaden Sharp. I like the possibility of us drafting someone with that potential.
Boy, you are stubborn as a mule. Let me ask you something, Spencer. Let me tell you something. I don't have my ad reads right now at all.
Oh, awesome.
And we didn't even pick who was doing what.
Yeah, we did. We did it yesterday.
We did it yesterday? The same stuff as yesterday?
Yeah.
Cool. I'll find that at some point. Carrying on, though.
Okay. You're such an idiot.
Steph Curry, though, if he does win, top 10?
Yeah. Yes, for sure. Top 10 all time?
All time.
All time? Ooh, that's actually tough.
You told me the other day you got your top 10 like offhand. Like
I can probably bust it out.
What is it? I'm going to write it down.
Okay. Michael.
Okay.
Bron.
Okay.
Magic.
Okay.
Wilt.
Okay.
Bill Russell. That's 5. We're going to go Shaq, Kobe, in no particular order.
Ooh. Okay.
Hakeem.
Okay.
Kareem. And number 10, Isaiah Thomas.
Wow. I don't even have a 10 to refute that. But Kobe, I know I did a 10 the other day. I don't know that Kobe was in it.
Kobe's got to be in your top 10. If Kobe's not in your top 10, then shut up. Get out. Yeah.
I wish I could find it. Yeah, there was guys in there with like more, obviously rings too, and more weight to the rings too.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the reason why. That's the argument against Steph Curry being in the top 10. There's no weight in his rings because he holds 0 Finals MVPs.
Yeah.
Although he should have gotten one.
He should have gotten one, and it's still, you know, like I said, what he does, even if he's not putting up stats, the amount of attention he gets from the defense at all times. You can't quantify that in stats because all eyes on the floor are on him when he has the ball, and he makes the other players on his team so much better just by being out there. And you can't tell me that he is not a top 10 player. He's not at least a top 15 guy. So if he wins another ring and gets a Finals MVP, he might be over Isaiah.
Steph?
He might be, yeah.
I mean, that's fair.
It's the guy.
It's tough though. 2 different eras.
The guy transcended basketball. He changed the way basketball was played. He came out there. He's going crazy. We know what he is. We know what he does. It's very impressive, and he's been doing it consistently on a high level. It's tough to argue against it. If he has 4 championships, a Finals MVP, 2 MVPs, a unanimous MVP.
All right, let me give you mine. And I'm going. We're doing this live.
Let's hear it. Yeah,
it was
off top.
All right, I got MJ, Bron. Behind that, I'm going to do Magic. Oh, I know why Kobe wasn't in there. Bird. You forgot Bird.
Oh, I forgot Larry Bird, yeah.
Yeah. Magic, okay. Kareem, Bird, Bird's my 5. Bird's my 5. 6. I want to go 6, man. Wilt.
Bill Russell.
Yeah, Wilt. Yeah, Bill Russell has to be in there. I was talking yesterday. I think it was Chris and Maz. I don't think it was Maz so much, but Chris. No, I think it was Maz. It's Bill Russell. You don't have to put him in your top 10. And I could be. I don't want to put Maz on blast with that. It could have been Chris saying that, but I'm like.
Yeah, it was probably Chris. I guarantee Maz has Bill Russell in his top 10.
Yeah, he's gotta be. Yeah, Maz watched him play.
Yeah, man, Maz was Bill Russell's coach.
Yeah, Maz watched him play at his 3rd bar mitzvah.
Yeah. Maz was boys with Bill Russell.
Yeah. 8. All right, let's see. I got Wilt, Bill, 9, 10. I'm trying to think who I had there that Kobe wasn't there.
Kobe Shaq,
wasn't there.
Hakeem.
Yeah, I don't know if Hakeem's in mine.
Hakeem Olajuwon?
Yeah. Maybe
What
the
about
very
Tim
bottom.
Duncan, David Robinson?
Oh, Tim Duncan. That's who was in there.
Allen Iverson.
Not AI.
Kevin Durant.
Who?
Skill-wise, just talent-wise, Kevin Durant.
Is Steph ranked over Kevin Durant?
Legacy-wise, yeah. I mean, skill-wise, no. Kevin Durant, like I've said it before, he's the most skilled offensive player to ever touch a basketball.
These are so subjective because, like, are you doing your top 10 off of, like, greatness or, like, best? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, what did you?
It's got to be best.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like top 10s are doing, like, a
That's
little bit
why I forgot about
best.
Larry Bird. I would put Larry Bird over
Yeah.
over
Larry Bird,
Isaiah.
For sure, over Isaiah. No disrespect. Trying to think if it's best, then Steph's probably not in the top 10. We're being real.
Probably not. It's I mean, it's close. He's right outside of it. What he's doing, like I said, the way he transcended basketball, it's hard. Here we got Benjamin Foe said MJ, LeBron, Magic, Hakeem, Shaq, Kareem, Bird, Duncan, Garnett, and Isaiah.
Ooh.
KG, I mean, KG's he's up there with best power forward of all time. You can put him up there with Timmy D. So
Who are the best power forwards of all time?
Tim Duncan is number 1.
Hands down.
Kevin Garnett's probably number 2. Udonis has no.
He got rings.
And then Kevin McHale is up there.
Damn. KG played way longer than I remember.
KG played for a while, man.
He started playing when I was 3.
Yeah, Minnesota.
You weren't even born yet.
He was a dog in Minnesota.
Yeah. He has MVP. How many? You got 1 MVP in Minnesota, right?
1 MVP in Minnesota, 1 in Boston. Yeah.
Okay.
Anything is possible.
Anything is possible.
Dude, legendary stuff right there.
What's the best post finals scream?
That
belch.
That for sure.
For sure.
Yes.
You know what's so crazy is like
Cleveland, this is for you.
It was so cringy.
It was so cringy.
And I'm a LeBron fan.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I've defended this man, but he's just so hard to defend, time and time again. That was so damn cringy.
Yeah, it was real cringe.
Dan Spano, someone got a promotion. You two are looking good, big time. Hey,
shout
thanks,
out,
Dan. Appreciate you,
that.
man.
Appreciate that, Dan.
Emphasis on the big
time.
time, says our skinny TD. Before you guys,
You don't have your ad reads though, for real?
No, I don't have my ad reads for us. So you're gonna have to.
I don't have
jump to
them. I have mine.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying jump to your bedrock.
Okay.
Go ahead, do it now. I'll find it during the commercial.
You want me to do it now?
Yeah, why not?
All right. Well, you're such a piece, dude. So, it's Spencer here for the Monroe Street Midway, presented by Rocket Mortgage and Bedrock Detroit. Bedrock and Rocket Mortgage basically turned an old parking lot into a massive outdoor playground right next to campus marshes.
Wow.
There's a roller skating, basketball courts, a mini golf course, food trucks, live music performances, art installations, anything you can want. It is such a great place to visit with your family, bring a date, just have a good time. And they even got free Wi-Fi, so you can take your computer down there and get some work done. You can hang out there before, after a Tigers game. Have a great time. So it's in the heart of the city.
Okay.
Like I said, right next to Campus Marches Park. It is beautiful. You only have to pay for roller skating and food. Everything else is free. So come on down, check out the Monroe Street Midway, presented by Bedrock, Detroit, and Rocket Mortgage.
Wow.
We are the network for Detroit by Detroiters. Welcome to the Woodward Sports Network.
New to the game or a season better? OddsTrader.com has everything you need to make the right bet ahead of kickoff. Begin your handicapping journey with OddsTrader. Improve your edge by finding the best price on every game from sportsbooks in your backyard. Take advantage of the numerous sign-up bonus offers to pad your bankroll. Dive into key game statistics, player performance, and even account for the projected game day weather. Best of all, you can use the Odds Trader bet tracker to keep a log of your action. Welcome to Odds Trader, and best of luck.
When you need apparel, there's only one place to go. Big Frog in Novi. With no setup fees, no artwork fees, no minimum, and a 24-hour turnaround, you can have your whole team outfitted in no time. Embroidery, direct-to-garment, vinyl, and screen printing, Big Frog has it all in all the styles you want. So whether it's a sports team, fundraiser, school event, or corporate needs, Big Frog is your one-stop destination. Visit bigfrog.com/Novi or call 844-4-BIG-FROG.
What up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back. We're going to jump in right in Centron. Okay, so, give me 1 second. Where my Centron? The summer of Centron is here. And now Centron's available at Kroger. Make sure you pick some up while you're shopping. Right now, get 2 Centrons for $4. Centron is the new energy drink for the active lifestyle. Drink it, live it with Centron, baby. Oh, yeah. Yo, that was poor audible by us, but hey, we adjusted to it, you know what I'm saying? Amateur hour. This is show 2 ever in our lives from Studio A. Welcome to Woodward Heavyweights. I'm your boy Eazy. It's my man, Kung Fu Spinny.
What up, though?
Spin More Racks, a.k.a. Mr. Spencer Rackster. Mr. I Could Beat Up My Dad.
Yeah.
POS.
Hey, man. It is what it is, man. He knows.
Did you guys have a conversation when you got home last night?
No. He knows. He knows the deal. He knows the deal. He knows what's good.
Did you just stare him down?
Yeah, I walked in. What up, little man? No.
Dad, where's my meatloaf?
Yeah, no, he slapped me as soon as I walked in the door. You can see my face is still kind of red a little bit. No.
I wish Mike's worked so we could ask him if he could beat up his dad. He does work? All right, let's see. Can you beat up your dad? Yes or no?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Absolutely?
Absolutely. Not a doubt.
How big is he? He's like your size? Like what?
What are you trying to say? I'm taller than you.
Okay, I'm asking how tall is your dad, bro?
Yeah, he's probably shorter than me, a couple inches shorter than me.
That's a big Napoleon thing.
I'm
taller than you.
I could beat up Mike's dad for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, your dad's shorter than you?
Yeah.
Oh, damn. Big guy, skinny guy?
Little bigger. Not like, he's not a heavyweight, but
yeah.
He's like a middleweight.
Yeah, middleweight.
Well, we all could beat up your dad.
Yeah, easy pickings.
All right, new topic.
Yeah. All right, before we left, we were talking about basketball. Obviously, we work at Detroit Sports Network, Woodward Sports. I want to bring it back to Detroit a little bit and talk about our Detroit Pistons.
Yeah.
Put up to the big man upstairs.
I was pointing up to the Woodward Sports. Please draft Shane Sharp.
Hey, yo, hook me up on the next Eric.
All I want is the Kobe deed.
All right, bring it back to Detroit Pistons, man. Obviously, we have the draft coming up, but along with the draft, there's rumors, lots of rumors, lots of different teams about Jerami Grant being traded.
Yes.
There's a couple different trade scenarios I want to lay out in here and ask you guys, what's the best option?
Okay.
Let's start it off with my favorite, maybe not my favorite, and I don't know if this one is too realistic, but Jerami Grant trade to the Kings, including the number 4 pick.
For the number 4 pick. It's going to take more than just Jerami Grant.
For sure.
They're not going to trade just the number 4 straight up for Jerami Grant. So I would have to see what else they're asking for. If they're asking for Killian Hayes, I would say no. If they're asking for Luka Garza, Saban Lee, somebody like that, and Jerami Grant, yeah, I would do that. But I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think the Kings are willing to give up that pick just for Jerami Grant, even though they are the Kings, which is the most poverty franchise in all of the NBA. So I wouldn't be surprised if they made a stupid decision like that. But it's not likely in my eyes. I can't see Jerami Grant holding that much weight for where you'll give up the number 4 pick for him.
Yeah, I don't think 2 with that, too. I hate saying 2 twice in a row, but I don't know that anybody there at 4 is worth moving up to, unless it's like Paolo drops or maybe Chet drops because he's such like a unicorn and you don't know what he's going to be. Those are only like scenarios, and it may sound like, oh, I'm too good or snooty or whatever, but like the guys that's going to be there at 4 are also, some people say they're going to be there at 5 as well.
Yeah, it's definitely, right around where we're picking. We've got a list of 4 or 5 guys that would go in any position from 4 to 8. Anywhere in between there, you can see these guys going. So I would not give up that unless you said like if Paulo drops, if Chet drops, if one of those big guys drops, then yeah, you see what they want and you can pull up, try to make them an offer. But sitting where they are just to get the 4 pick, if you got 4 and 5, that looks pretty nice on paper, but I don't know if one of those guys would be worth. First of all, I don't know if they'd take Jerami Grant for that pick.
Yeah, 5 might be a part of that trade.
And I don't know not a chance. If they want 5 and Jerami Grant for
Chet?
4.
What if it's Chet chilling there?
No, I still wouldn't do it.
You're not giving Grant and 5 for Chet?
No.
No?
No.
What about you, Mikey? No? What about any of those guys, top 3? If they fall to 4.
If Paulo or Jabari does, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right. I mean, Chet is kind of sketchy, I guess.
It's sketchy.
He is sketchy. He's like a poor man's Porzingis, worst case scenario, which is kind of straight. Yes, Dr. D, we talking B-ball. Shout out to Dr. Detroit, man. Another guy's been rocking with us since we were in the basement, man. And thank you guys for joining us. If you don't know, we're listening off the Jerami Grant trade scenarios, which ones we like best. But the next one I want to say is Jerami Grant straight up to the Trailblazers for the number 7 pick.
I like that one. I like that a lot. I like trading Jerami Grant for that 7th pick because in that 7th spot, you've got one of 3 guys that are going to be available. So we'll say Jaden Ivey goes 4. And so you'll still have Shaedon Sharpe, Keegan Murray, Benedict Mathurin. So there's going to be one of those guys available at 7. And I like that potential. Honestly, if they were to get that 7 pick and we go at 5, Keegan Murray, at 7, Benedict Mathurin, that would be such a beautiful combination that gives us so much offensively and defensively with their switchability, their size on defense, and they can both knock down shots. They're both good 3-point shooters. So I think that would be very impressive. That would give us 2 things we need quite a bit on 2 players, 2 guys that you can put in that starting lineup.
100%. I'm with you, man. That's my favorite trade scenario out of these ones. For the exact same reasons you said. I would definitely grab me. The way I would do it, and we kind of got this prep down later in the sheets, but I'm going to expose my hand right now. Keegan Murray, Ben Math, or Ben Math, Keegan Murray. If however which way, I don't care. I want both those guys. 1, they spread the floor. 2, they can guard multiple positions. Both guys 6'7", 1 6'8". You know what I'm saying? Like, if a guy gets beat off the dribble, they got enough length to recover and still get a block. Obviously, they both shoot the 3 ball efficiently. Probably 2 of the
prettiest people in the draft. Them boys cute.
No, I'd say 2 of the prettiest jumpers in the draft.
Yeah.
I'd say they're probably top 10 for sure.
For sure.
Yeah, and honestly, and shout out to Booner in the chat too. Like, that is my favorite trade scenario. The next one I'll bring up though is the Atlanta Hawks trade pick 16 and Bojan. How do you say that name?
Bojan.
Bojan.
Yeah.
How do you say the last name? Bogdanovic. Bojan Bogdanovic for Jerami Grant.
I like that a lot too. That is a trade I like a lot. Bojan Bogdanovic, however you say it. There's a Bogdan
say it 3 times
Bogdanovic.
fast.
Bojan Bogdanovic. There is 2 different. Thank you. There's a Bogdan Bogdanovic. There's a Bojan Bogdanovic. These guys are all over the place. But this guy, he's the younger out of them. He's impressive. His career splits. He's got 14.2 points a game, 3.4 assists, 3.4 rebounds, shooting 38% from 3 and 49% from 2, and he averages 6 3-pointers a game. In 2020, he had 16.5 points, 3 assists, 3.6 rebounds. He shot 44% from 3 and 52% from the field. And this guy, he's impressive. He's a shooter. He's a guy you pay to stand on the corner and wait for somebody. He is a certified shooter. He is the guy you need. Freak. And if you can get him and the 16th pick in the draft, which we 7 days a week, we don't know exactly who would be. I can't off the top of my head give you who is in that 16 pick range.
Yeah.
But that is still a solid pick in the draft. So if you can get a starter and a shooter in Bojan Bogdanovic and the 16th pick for Jerami Grant, I like that a lot as well. But I don't know if Atlanta would do it. Atlanta wants another lottery pick. Atlanta is looking to land a lottery pick. So I don't know if they'd be willing to trade their guy and trade a pick just for Jerami Grant. I think they're looking to move up in the draft and get a lottery pick and potentially sign and trade a Clint Capella, Bogdan Bogdanovic for DeAndre Ayton, which we'll get to later as well.
Yes. Yeah, they may be one of the competing teams for the Detroit Pistons for DeAndre Ayton. But this one I'm not that big of a fan of just because, like, these names at 16, outside of Ty Washington, I'm not, like, too big that big of a fan of. I'm looking right now at a mock draft from tankathon.com. Shouts out to them. They do a great job of covering the NFL, NBA, NHL. But, yeah, I mean, to say some names for you, I can't even. Malky Branham, you know who that is? Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, you got a head shake for that one, too. Yeah. Ochi Ajabaji. I can't even. I don't even know who these guys are. You know what I'm saying? Like, and maybe that's me being a little bit of a casual when it comes to, like, these later picks in the draft, and that's okay. But, like, I don't know, man. I'm just not as tempted by that one. I do like, I say his name for me.
Bojan Bogdanovic.
I do like the fact that he spreads the floor. And, you know, Atlanta actually did play pretty well with him. And Trae Young is a little bit of a playmaker, and we have that in Cade Cunningham. Maybe that's the benefit of it. But if we do make that trade, I'm trusting Troy and whoever 16 ends up being.
Yes, yeah, I'm trusting Troy regardless of what the situation is. I'm trusting Troy regardless of what we do, because if he thinks we can win with Jerami Grant and he keeps Jerami Grant and extends him, all right, I believe in you. If he thinks the best option is to trade Jerami Grant and he wants that 16 pick, he wants to get Bojan over here, all right, I trust you. This guy is smart. He's a genius. He's a basketball savant, and I believe in whatever he does is going to better our team as a whole.
With obviously we know Atlanta's trying to trade to the lottery. I saw you and Ben talking about it in the comment section. Shout out to Benjamin Foe. But do you think the Pistons are like part of those conversations? I mean, it sounds like John Collins is part of that. Is that a guy that you'd want here?
The Pistons aren't going to give up that pick. The Pistons are not going to give up their 5 pick unless they move up in the draft. They're not. They're looking. They're getting younger. They're looking to build a young core around Cade Cunningham, and they're not going to give up that pick for a John Collins. I like John Collins as a player. He's a solid player, but they're not giving up that pick for him. Not a chance.
1,000%. All right. Last one is the Memphis Grizzlies. Now I have to do a little bit more homework on this one. It came to me last minute when I was doing this last night, and I was also listening to the Bun and Partigan podcast. Shout out to
Bun and Partigan.
Bun and Partigan. Bogdanovic. That's the next. That's a pick at 16.
Yeah.
No, but it sounded like Memphis. Yeah, okay. They have pick 22 and pick 29 in this year's first round.
Mm-hmm.
That in exchange for Jerami Grant shut up because they have the cap space to take him on. Would you do that?
I don't know. I don't think so, honestly.
What if I told you? That's not like doing 30 for 30.
Yeah.
What if I told you? What if I told you package 29 and 22 and 5 into that top 3?
I would like that.
Yeah,
I could go with that. You're essentially trading Jerami Grant and the number 5 pick for a top 3 pick.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind that. I like it. If we can get Jabari Smith, I'm all for it. But I don't think Memphis is going to do that. I really don't. I think we're putting a lot of stock into other teams loving Jerami Grant.
But to be honest with you, like doing this homework and these trades, like these are from other fan sites. Like teams like want Jerami Grant.
It's fair. I mean, Jerami Grant, we know what he is. You know, he can stretch the floor. He can defend. He's a good player. Like you said, that wing guy. That kind of wing guy that really fits that you need in the NBA nowadays. I really like the 7 pick. That's the one I like the most. I like them trading him to Portland because Portland is in a win now state. They're in Chauncey's coaching for his life out there in Portland. They're coaching
for my life out here.
Coaching for my life. Y'all killing me with this. But they're bringing in, you know, they need to keep Damian Lillard around. They need to bring somebody in that will keep Damian Lillard there. So is that Jerami Grant? Is he a piece that leads to that? We'll see. We all saw what he looked like at the draft after they got the 7 pick. He was not happy. But
yeah,
it is what it is. You know, the Pistons need defense. That's for sure.
Mikey, you had your hand up real quick. Do you want to say something before we go to break? Okay.
I already started the transition. Then you just cut me off. But the Pistons need defense. And you know who's got a great defense? Is Guardian Alarm. Guardian Alarm keeps you safe and gives you peace of mind when you're at home, on the road. Their local 24/7 monitoring makes sure that's what important to you stays safe. So give them a call. Call 1-800-STAY-OUT. One more time, that's 1-800-STAY-OUT. One last time, let those people get in their haircut and Lady Jane's hear you. Call 1-800-STAY-OUT right now. And let them know Woodward Sports sent you.
We are the network for Detroit by Detroiters. Welcome to the Woodward Sports Network.
Hi, my diamonds. It's Crystal with an X. You want to get hot and perfect like me? Here's my super easy routine. Drink at least a gallon of water before you wake up. Attach a weight to everything in your house. Hello? Sell your car and just sprint everywhere. Scream when you exhale.
Don't follow Crystal with an X. Do your own thing at Planet Fitness with tons of equipment and free fitness training in our clean and spacious clubs. Join now for just $10 a month and cancel anytime.
It's a great day to get some Centron in your life. Okay. There it is. Centron, here we go. Gotta grab the cranberry. Oh wait, it's 2 for $4. Gotta double up with the classic as well. Centron World, baby. Centron, available at select Krogers, and if you want to know how, go to @CentronWorld.com. You can get dope like me. You know what? Why wait?
Go.
Great taste, guaranteed.
Guys, don't let these cameras fool you. I am a white man. It's all thanks to Chili Pepper Tanning, man. Make sure you guys join the Pepper Club at Chili Peppers Tanning. You'll get the best deals, plus they'll beat any competitor by $5.
$5?
$5.
Wow.
5. They got 5 on it. Chili Peppers has the hottest bulbs, the hottest deals, and the darkest tans. 26 locations and more. Check them out. Chili Peppers Tanning. What up, though? Welcome back to Woodward Heavyweights, our second live in-studio show. Things is going. You know what I'm saying? I'm your boy Eazy. He's my man Spin More Racks.
What up, though?
Kung Fu Spinny. Spencer Axter.
Just Spenny. Girls call me Spenny.
Ooh.
The ladies call me Spenny.
LL Cool Spin.
It's terrible. Stop.
Sorry. I'm trying. All right, before we went to break, we were talking about trade scenarios for Jerami Grant.
We were.
I think we're all in unison on Blazers being the best one.
That's definitely got to be the best one. You get those almost back-to-back picks. You've got a solid group of guys, like I said, around that picking area, to where you know you're going to get 2 good players out of it. I like that the best.
100%. I wanted to ask you, because that kind of led into a scenario that you mentioned that I'm in love with, and I just want to know, what is the perfect offseason for the Detroit Pistons heading into next year? And does that scenario make us a contender too? I'll throw that in there.
Okay. The perfect offseason for me, for the Pistons, I don't know if it involves trading Jerami Grant. I don't know if it does. If we do, and we get a Ben Mathurin, Shaedon Sharpe combo out of that, I like that a lot. And then free agency, there are a lot of free agent centers this year. I know I've been harping on Mitchell Robinson. I think they're going to sign Mitchell Robinson. He looks good. He rim runs. He defends. He plays big. He does what he does. You know, Big D Mitch, get him in Detroit, have him on the show because he's got that Big D energy. And then, but I looked, JaVale McGee is also an unrestricted free agent. Hassan Whiteside is also an unrestricted free agent. Yusuf Nurkic is also an unrestricted free agent. So these are a lot of guys. Like I said, you can sign 7-footers. What the Pistons needed last year was a 7-footer. They needed a guy to go out there and get rebounds and protect the paint and make.
Why are you laughing right now?
Because you said Adam Thicke in the chat. It made me laugh.
That was not me.
But that was Mike.
That was Mike.
But they needed a guy to go out there, eat up space, defend the rim, get rebounds, and you have multiple guys that can do that. And these guys aren't going to be expensive. All these guys are going to be around $5-10 million a year. Especially, JaVale McGee, he's going to be low. We know he's been a journeyman.
Get low.
Mitchell Robinson, unproven, can't stay healthy is what people say. But if he can't stay healthy, he can block you 3 shots a game and get you 12 rebounds. So I think we get a big man and we draft either Shaedon Sharpe or Ben Mathurin. If we trade Jerami Grant, we get Keegan Murray and Ben Mathurin and and sign a center. That would probably be my dream scenario for the offseason.
Does that turn us to a contender? Are we in the play-in at that point?
I don't know. I'd have to see how it meshes because, like I said, I don't think losing Jerami Grant would be a big hit for us as a team, as our success on the court, because he is proven. He is a guy that can go out there and score you 20, 25, even to 30 points a game. He's a guy that led this team in scoring in 25 games last year. He is a guy that is established NBA player. You don't know what you're getting out of a rookie. You can have all the hopes for them in the world, but you don't know what it is until you see it on the court. And then they have to learn their chemistry with Cade and with Sadiq and with the other guys on the team. We saw how long it took even Jerami Grant to earn that chemistry with those guys. So I wouldn't say we're a contender, but it definitely fast tracks the rebuild. If we get a guy like Ben Mathurin and we have that solid core there, bring in a center, plop him right in the middle to establish that defense and anchor the team, I can see us fighting for a play-in spot.
Yeah, 100%. I think my perfect offseason for the Detroit Pistons does, unfortunately, include trading Jerami Grant, only because, like, in my perfect scenario, you know, we'd be receiving the number 7 pick. That gives you a guy on a rookie deal. That gives you a guy that's already, we have him for at least 4 years minimum. You know what I'm saying? So ideally, we would trade Jerami Grant for the number 7 pick. With that pick, we would take Ben Mathurin. With the 5th pick, we've already taken Keegan Murray. 2 guys I've already mentioned earlier can spread the floor. They both play defense. And Keegan has a post game too. Like, I don't know why people are forgetting that. Like,
he can finish around the rim. I don't know about his post moves per se and how they'll translate to the NBA, especially when you get bigger bodies on you. You got those big dudes, as Charles Barkley says. You got a guy banging you down there. You got a big guy banging you down there. It's going to take a lot for him to be able to finish his post. That was unintentional. But his post moves per se aren't the best, but he can finish around the rim pretty well.
Yeah.
Even without that extreme athleticism.
Yep, and that's where, so you talk about, you know, getting in the paint, banging dudes down there and finishing at the rim.
Finishing, banging dudes in the paint.
That's where the second part of my scenario, and that's DeAndre Ayton.
Yes.
Off the market. No sign and trade deal. I don't want none of that.
I don't think that's going to happen, honestly.
I'm not going to lie. I'm starting to believe it a little bit. Because he has the best odds.
I don't think we're going to be able to get him off the market. I think it's going to have to be a sign and trade.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what I was going to get into, a little bit. Because the other topic we had talking about is there's actually teams that can afford him a lot more than I thought, especially if they're doing sign and trade scenarios, because that's essentially an exchange of
swapping salaries.
Exactly. Just like they're down there in the paint.
Swapping saliva, swapping salaries. We'll get into that a little after the next break about DeAndre Ayton and his. It's a real possibility that he ends up in Detroit. And this guy is a top 10 big man in this league. He is, and he has more range than people think. People don't really think of him as somebody that can extend the floor, but he shot threes at Arizona. He made threes at Arizona. He's got a decent, we saw it a little bit last year where he stepped out to 12, 15 feet and was knocking down jump shots. And if that can get more consistent, that pushes him up to the top 5. That could push him, if he gets a consistent outside shot, not even a consistent 3-ball, but just a 17-footer, and occasionally you got to worry about him hitting a 3, that can push him into top 5 big men category.
Yeah, I mean, Ayton, especially like going through the East, you got Kevin Durant, you got Giannis Antetokounmpo, you got Jason Tatum. I'm putting Jaylen Brown in that conversation too now. Like, in the Eastern Conference, I think even more than the West, DeAndre Ayton would benefit the Detroit Pistons. And I think, given that perfect scenario offseason that I just laid out there, like, I think that's a play-in team for sure.
It is. Yeah, if we grab Ayton, if we end up getting Ayton, that's a play-in team for sure. Like, and you're saying we trade Jerami?
Yeah.
And Keegan. Get Keegan and Ayton, and that's our 4-5?
Yep.
Yeah, that's a play-in team. With Cade, year 2, having the confidence. With Sadiq, who do we got as shooting guard? You think? Because there's some shooting guards out there that I wouldn't mind seeing either. Everybody talks about Malik Monk. That could be a signing. But there's also Gary Harris is on the open market. Spartan Dog. I like Gary Harris a lot. You've got Dennis Schroeder out there.
I got it like this. I got Cade starting at 1.
Okay.
Benedict Mathurin at the 2.
Oh, yeah, duh.
Yeah, for sure. You're good. At 3, our boy Sadiq Bey, who also made Jimmy Kimmel. Shout out. Big Deke energy. At the 4, that's when we put in Keegan Murray. Spread the floor a little bit, knock down some threes. And he tried on defense. It may not be like the most explosive athletic guy, but he tried on defense, and I think he's able to start in the NBA just because his age, and you saw everything. And obviously you got DeAndre Ayton at the 5. I think we're making the plan at the very least.
That lineup right there, it sounds so good to me.
Doesn't it?
Because that gives us shooting 1 through 4. That is something we didn't have last year. That gives us good shooters 1 through 4 and a big man who takes up space in the paint. He's not an elite defender by any means, but he makes people think twice. He blocks some shots. He's a good defender. He's a solid rim defender, and he's a great rebounder. So if you add that on top of getting 2 pieces in the draft that could potentially both be high 30s percentage shooters from 3 in the NBA, I like that a lot. Think of Cade running a pick and roll with DeAndre Ayton. He's got DeAndre Ayton running the basket, and on the outside he's got Ben Math, Keegan Murray, and Sadiq waiting for shots. That sounds like a great offensive system to me.
That's what I'm saying, man. What if to get that 7th pick it was more than Jerami though, like a Kelly Olynyk or something like that?
Oh yeah,
yeah,
for sure.
But I'm saying too. Mike's like, run it.
I'll go give him Kelly Olynyk for free. Yeah. You could have Kelly Olynyk and Corey Joseph. Get him off my team. Like, I hate Corey Joseph as a player. I'm sure he's a nice guy. I'm sure he's a great guy. But Corey Joseph sucks. I don't want him on my team anymore. He sucks. Get rid of him. Kelly Olynyk, same thing. Get him out of here. I'm sick of Kelly. It was an all right signing when it happened. Didn't work out. He was hurt most of the year. Get him out of here.
Yeah. No, I'm cool with it too.
Gonzaga player?
What'd you say? They called him a soccer player.
Gonzaga player?
Oh. Yeah.
That's why Maz hates Chet.
Because Gonzaga?
Yeah.
It's kind of messed up.
It's kind of proven.
Kelly, I feel like he wasn't really given a fair shot like last year because of the injury. And obviously the team had injuries. We had the COVID thing that happened there too. Like, none of these guys had any type of like chemistry or like, you know what I'm saying, together. They didn't play, they didn't run the floor together at all. And then once we did get them back, you saw after the All-Star break, we almost went subpar 500.
That's fair. It's, I've been saying it all year. What the Pistons need is, outside of shooting, is a guy in the paint that can rebound and can defend. The Pistons need a big guy. The Pistons need a big boy.
Oh, yeah.
And right now, you can go to Big Boy where Strawberry Fest is back, baby.
Okay.
Strawberry Fest is back. They brought back some of the classic breakfast items like the strawberry French toast, strawberry pancakes, and strawberry waffle. You saw me smash 2 of those boys at our Big Boy live show on BDE. Those were delicious. You're not feeling breakfast? They got a new strawberry bacon chicken wrap, crispy chicken wrap, nacho wrap, and strawberry salad. And don't forget the strawberry pie. $1.99 for a slice of strawberry pie after a purchase of $7.99 or more. So come on down to Big Boy, participating locations, and check out Strawberry Fest, baby.
Fellas, let's be honest. We like things to be easy. We like simple stuff, like sports 7 days a week. We like things uncomplicated, like Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. Open 10 to 8, 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. Sign in, sit down, watch your favorite team play, and before you know it, your hair will be game ready. Open 10 to 8, 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
What up, though? Welcome back to Woodward Heavyweights. I'm your boy Eazy. It's my homie.
What up, dog?
Kung Fu Spinny.
Hammy Diallo. Hammy Diallo.
That's my Hammy Diallo. Yeah, when you called him Hammy the other day, I was like offended. I was like,
get over it.
Dog. Hammy. What else calls you Hammy? All right, dude. Call me fat again, dude. I'll gimp over there and beat your ass.
Hey, I'll just kick your other knee out.
Hey, I can lay down and whoop some ass. All right.
Yeah, that's what you did against Stick. I saw it.
Matter of fact, I might go see Neil sometime soon too.
You're gonna butt scooch up to him.
Shout out to our guy Abe from DFS Doc in the chat. He says easy nah. What do you say nah to?
I don't know.
I'm not sure. Booner says, I'm not sold on bringing in Ayton and spending the money on him. I'd rather spend money on a wing or guard. That's fair. I'll get a cheaper big with Mitch Robb. I like Mitch Robb. Or get another first-round pick and get a 7-footer on a rookie deal. There's Jalen Duren, who's there too. I mean, Nah. Jalen Duren, I think the youngest dude in this draft, too, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't like drafting Jalen Duren that high. I like Mitch Robb. I've been preaching him for months. Sign Mitchell Robinson. Shout out Abe. Shout out the Knicks. Abe knows how I love the Knicks. But, Booner, I'm with you. Mitchell Robinson, you can bring him in here. He'll be a lot cheaper. But the question is, can he stay healthy? Yep. And right now, we have the most money to deal with as the Pistons. We have the most money in free agency. Next year, we're going to have a lot of money as well, but a lot of teams are going to have a lot of money next year. So when you get these guys that are coming on contract years, we might not be able to get them. And right now, people are saying, Zach LaVine, go get Zach LaVine.
He's going back to Chicago.
Zach LaVine, there's reports that he's re-signing with Chicago. Jalen Brunson, don't like it. Would rather sign Ayton than Jalen Brunson any day of the week. So it's all about the market and who's out there, and I don't really see a guy on this market that is better than DeAndre Ayton right now.
Real quick, Booner in the chat, I said you'd rather spend the money on a wing or a guard. I'm kind of curious, like, Drop some names. You know what I'm saying? Like, what wings, what guards you guys thinking about? I'm down. I'm not 100% sold on Ayton either. I told you and Mikey in the other room, that dude not nice.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I said it in the on-radio version, which I won't say here. But anyway, moving on. Speaking of DeAndre Ayton, we want to talk about the teams that are also competing with the Detroit Pistons for him.
Yes.
I looked at some of the names on my list I wrote down here as the Spurs.
Spurs for sure. Popovich has talked about how he likes Ayton.
Yeah, you look at the Spurs too, like their track history of success, like as an organization. Tim Duncan, you just said his name earlier. I can't think of it right now.
David Robinson.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Boris Dio.
But like I'm saying, like Pop.
Matt Costello.
Tiago Splitter.
Dude.
Boban's from Boban's from San Antonio. But no, Pop works well with big dudes.
Yes. He sure does. So I actually found, I think Woodward Pistons tweeted it out, where DeAndre Ayton plays next year, the odds, Vegas's odds. So the Pistons are plus 225. They're the leaders in the clubhouse. Pacers are plus 275.
Whoa.
The Suns are plus 300. The Spurs are plus 650. Hornets are plus 800. And the Trailblazers are plus 1,000. So you look at these top three. Obviously, you can throw the Suns out of there because they just got to re-sign him, so you don't got to worry about that. The Pacers interest me because we saw what they did last year, trading away their boy Domantas Sabonis. They got a good player in Halliburton. They got Buddy Hield. Maybe this means they're going to let Miles Turner walk or let him go, or what's going on with Miles Turner, because I can't see them bringing in DeAndre Ayton and keeping Miles Turner. That wouldn't work to me. Even though Miles Turner can shoot a little bit, it's not a situation. What are they looking to play like Cleveland and just run 3 7-footers out there all the time?
Yeah, that's an anomaly.
So
for sure.
I don't know how they get that done. It is pretty. I mean, Lauri Markkanen isn't he's a power forward at best.
Yeah. I mean,
he plays like a small forward.
All those big guys other than Jared Allen can spread the floor too.
Yes.
And knock down the three. I think that helped with that a lot.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? And to be honest, to speak on them and that, I guess, game plan, they didn't make the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? They got cut out in the play-in. So there's that, if you did want to go that route. Someone in the chat.
Yeah, I just saw that. Sam R., you shut your mouth. If the Pistons trade for Rudy Gobert, get the F out of here. I hate Rudy Gobert so much. First of all, he shut down the entire league because he's an idiot. Second of all, he has no offensive game at all. No skill on offense. He's gumpy, lanky, and he's a loser. Third of all, I don't want him. He's getting paid so much money already. Yeah, DeAndre Ayton is going to be around that, but he's not going to be getting paid as much as the 4-time Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert from France, will be making. Rudy Gobert sucks. I don't want him anywhere near my team. Get him out of here. Give me Ayton over Rudy 10 days of the week.
Do you think Ayton's better than Rudy?
Yes. Yeah, for sure.
Yes.
100%.
We.
Oh. Baguettes and snails. My women have hairy armpits. I am Rudy Gobert. Get him out of here.
Mikey, are you unmuted?
What do you think, Mikey?
What's your take?
Rudy Gobert or DeAndre Ayton?
Without a doubt, it would be DeAndre Ayton. I have the same thoughts as Spencer. I would keep Rudy Gobert as far away as from this team as possible. And you got to look at like superstar potential and what fits better with Cade. And the pick and roll with DeAndre Ayton would be something special, and it's something you can't really look past.
For sure. My boy Mikey knows his stuff. It's true. DeAndre Ayton is a force. He is a guy you have to account for on offense and defense. Rudy Gobert sucks. I hate Rudy Gobert. It's like he's not as bad as I'm making him out to be, but he sucks. I hate him so much.
Yeah.
The only French player I've ever liked is Tony Le Parker.
Tony Parker smashing everybody's wife.
Tony Parker has a list of baddies that he ran through for sure.
I extremely hated Tony Parker more than everybody else when the Pistons lost them in 2005, because not only did he beat my Detroit Pistons, but he's also smashing my dream girl, Ava Longoria.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ava Longoria.
Yeah.
And I was like, this guy.
No one said in the chat, Rudy Gobert the best defensive player of all time because he shut down the entire league. He literally did. That's what he did, dude. I just want, and like he didn't make, what really made me mad is when he found out, I don't know what year it was, he didn't make the All-Star team. There's video of him crying at his locker because he didn't make the All-Star team.
Can we get an impersonation?
Get get over here, Pepe Le Pew. Let me smack the hell out of you. Quit being a baby.
Sounds
You're
freaky.
a grown man. You're getting paid an extreme amount of money, and he's not like, his defensive instincts aren't even that great. He's just super tall and super long. Like, he gets bodied by anybody outside of the paint. He gets embarrassed when he gets dragged to the three-point line. At least DeAndre Ayton can handle himself when he's out on the perimeter. Rudy Gobert, you can look it up. He gets embarrassed on the three-point line. Obviously,
we saw in the playoffs this
we
year.
saw what Steph did to him a couple years ago, but that's Steph Curry. I don't really hold that against him. But anybody that pulls him out there,
put it to you this way,
useless.
He's supposed to be like the defensive player of the year. We saw the Dallas Mavericks go in without our guy Luka and carve him up. You know what I'm saying?
Jalen Brunson is carving up Rudy Gobert.
Rudy Gobert.
Get out of here. I don't want to hear that ever again. I hate Rudy Gobert more than anything, and I never want to see him in a Detroit uniform.
All right, real quick, though, because people do want to talk football, I want to squeeze in like this little bit of basketball topic that we have because it's actually someone you do like and someone you went to school with. You used to copy off your homework and everything, too.
Yeah, it's my dog. We'll talk about it in a second.
Miles Bridges?
Yeah, we're bringing it in right now?
Yeah, I'm trying to bring it in right now.
All right, yeah, Miles Bridges. We have, Mikey, put up the picture. So this was posted on Miles Bridges' story not too long ago, and make this known, Miles Bridges is on a contract year. This guy's trying to get paid right now. And he's posted a video drinking a double cup, smoking a joint, just having a good time. You know, Spartan dog out there getting down. And hey, you know, no hate on the game, but you're trying to get paid right now. We know he's from Flint. We know he's got all the rap stuff going for him.
Yeah.
But posting a pic like that when you're on a contract year, he took it down and said, "Oh, that was pink lemonade." Get out of here! Get out of here! Get out of here, man! That's not pink lemonade.
Bro, the doob in his hand and everything
But
too.
Yeah. That's so. What happened? But yeah, that's my boy. You know.
What was funny too is like it was in the same week of him catching some heat off of like his rap lyrics.
Yeah.
And some people say, "Yo, it's capping his raps. Like you a millionaire, dog." So and then he goes on the story like, "Okay, oh yeah."
Yeah, he was saying like pop a bean in the club and stuff like that.
Yeah, like bro,
come on, man,
chill.
It's almost like we shouldn't be surprised that this came up.
That's fair, and but that is my boy Miles. You know, I've got some history with him. I personally made sure that he played in the Big Ten tournament because I brought him in. You know, so outside of our journalism class, final day, there's like 250 people waiting to get in. I see Josh Langford. I go over, walk up to Josh Langford. I'm like, "What's up, man?" You know, dap him up. I was like, "That putback you had against Iowa, crazy. Best dunk I've ever seen in person." And he did. It was nasty. Two-hand putback, cock back, slammed it. And so I'm talking to him for a little while, and Miles walks up. And me and Miles start talking, and, you know, we all walk in together. We sit down in the front. First of all, my professor for this class was bad. If you're out there, I forget.
What's his name?
Mr. Johnson. No, I forget her name, but she was like a TA that ran the class. She was fine, dude, from New York. I can't remember her name. But, so, we all sit down. I'm doing my exam, you know, not paying too much attention to it. I'm on question like 135. I look over. Miles has the exam booklet.
Question 4.
Miles has the exam booklet open to like the third page. It's like question 20, and I look at his Scantron, and it's filled out to like 135. All the same answers that I do. I look over. Josh has the same thing, and so I finish. I think it was like 170, 180 questions. I finish. I just chill there for a second, twiddle my thumbs, look around, wait for them to finish filling it out, and then I go turn my thing in, walk back, dap them both up. I was like, "Good luck in the tournament, guys. See you later." Got him a 97. I got him a 97 on that exam, on the final exam. So, shout out.
It's respectable.
Not saying much, but, you know, I put Miles Bridges in that tournament.
What did they do in that tournament?
They won.
Oh, you're talking about the Big Ten?
Big Ten tournament.
Okay.
Yeah, Big Ten tournament.
Yeah.
Put
Shout out to you, bro.
Mike's trying to throw shade, bro.
Oh, Mike?
Yeah.
He's a Michigan guy.
What they do in that tournament?
Yeah, what they do in that tournament?
I can beat up my dad.
Yeah, I thought that Miles Bridges stuff was funny too. Obviously, we seen John Morant wilding on. Bro, did you see the one on Twitter? I think I sent it to you. He's like,
yeah, he said, "Dude, these hollows are free."
You get these hollow tips for free.
Bro,
I was like,
this is the era of player empowerment in the NBA, and it is a beautiful thing.
Whenever there's a camera on me, I give him a face. He moves it.
You've got Miles Bridges drinking lean in his video. You got John Morant drinking tequila, talking about putting hollows in somebody. You got Montrezl Harrell getting arrested for drug trafficking.
Yeah, how did we forget to bring it up?
It's whatever. I don't know.
It was like 4 pounds of weed here in this car.
It's pretty wild. But
it was just weed.
If you want to bet on where these guys can go,
I would go to my bookie.
Where
Just
would you
personally,
go to
just
do
me.
that?
You know what I'm saying? If I had to put some money down where Miles Bridges is going, it's down the wrong path. No, I'm playing. I hope he does well. But head over to my bookie, guys. NBA playoffs, NHL playoffs, and baseball, they're all here. There's no better place to bet on your favorite team than mybookie.com. When you sign up for your new account, use promo code Woodward. They'll match part of your first deposit. And guys, if you have any issues, like Miles Bridges doing a little too much, a little something, you can always call the Michigan Gambling Hotline at 1-800-270-7117. It's Woodward Heavyweights. We'll be right back.
It took exploring 50 different formulas and hosting countless taste tests, but we believe Gypsy Vodka is the smoothest vodka on the market. Don't believe us? Ask the owners.
We're Mike and Adam Kazanowski with High Five Spirits Distillery. We're in close to about 1,200 locations throughout Michigan. We wanted to create a brand that was geared more towards freedom, love, adventure, and at the end of the day, we really wanted to tell a story that inspired other people to take risks, follow their dreams, whatever that might be.
Have an opinion? Make sure it's seen and heard. Corner, jumper, tweet us, hop on the YouTube chat, slide in the DMS at Woodward Sports on all social media.
For Big Frog Novi, when you need apparel, there is only one place to go, and that is Big Frog Novi. With no setup fees, no artwork fees, no minimum, and a 24-hour turnaround, you can have your whole team outfitted in no time. Embroidery, direct-to-garment, vinyl and screen printing. Big Frog has the styles you want. So visit them online at bigfrog.com/Novi or call 844-4-BIG-FROG. Or again, check them out online, bigfrog.com/Novi.
What up, though? Welcome back to Woodward Heavyweights. I'm your boy Eazy. It's my man Kung Fu Speed. My man Spin Mo Rack,
What up,
a.k.a.
though?
Spencer Rack. So y'all know by now. But it's time to talk some football. We see in the chat
About time.
about MF and time. Now, we do have one other thing. We could probably hop on that one towards the end. I'm going to jump straight to the Lions. The power ranking your rookies based off first-year expectations. Did you get to do that one at all, Mikey? No? See, he sat there twiddling on his damn phone.
Yep.
The whole time.
Watching baseball.
He's like, look at all these putts I'm making.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, there's nothing to even make it into.
Yeah, he's just putting against the wall. Yeah, this putt I was aiming for.
I wasn't 3-putting, that's all I'm
He's
saying.
like, aren't you proud of me? For what? Who's your number one?
Who's my number?
In terms of
Get right into it.
Right into it.
Yeah.
For the rookies, Detroit Lions rookies, number one. I'm not going to lie. There's no one on my list right now.
It's easy. It's Hutchinson, man.
Hutch?
Aiden Hutchinson. Power ranking the rookies based off perceived success in year one is what you put.
Yes.
And that's Aiden Hutchinson. This guy, he was the number 2 pick. He's supposed to come in here and perform. He's supposed to be this guy. And now, like we've talked about before, Aaron Glenn has that attack defense. He's got that mindset where he doesn't care. You go after and you get the quarterback, and that's what Aiden Hutchinson does best. He goes out there, he attacks the quarterback, he rips the quarterback's head off. So I expect him to thrive in this system. I expect him to thrive because the surrounding pieces he has around him, he has guys he can learn from, guys that can show him how to do this, and iron sharpens iron. He's going up against Penny Sewell, Taylor Decker, and that great offensive line every day in practice.
That's a great point.
So give me Aiden Hutchinson. I think he's going to perform well. I could see him at best, having a 12-sack season. I think he's going to be more around 9.5 to 10 sacks, couple forced fumbles, couple fumble recoveries, maybe even an interception.
You said, whoa.
Maybe even an interception.
Bro. Wait, are you being for real?
I am.
You said 9.5 sacks?
9.5 sacks.
In his rookie year?
Yes,
Hutchinson.
Aiden Hutchinson in his rookie year, 9.5 sacks.
Do you think he's better than my man in Washington? I can't. The team
Chase
changes.
Young?
Yeah.
No.
He had 7.5 his rookie year.
He dealt with injury problems, though.
Not his rookie year. His rookie year, he killed it. They made the playoffs with him. 9.5 his rookie year?
9.5.
Y'all tripping, bro.
No, I can see that. Sam Flannel thinks he's going to get 12.
Yeah, Sam Flannel on some other stuff too. That's why I'm asking. Like, are you trolling me right now?
No.
I thought you were just trying to pull like a Sam Flannel on me.
I could see him in the 7 to 9 range for sure.
Shut your old Michigan fan ass up.
I can see
Ain't
him.
nobody ask you.
I can see him with 9.5 sacks.
Go ahead, Mike. Put the camera on
No,
you.
you're good. Go. That's what I was just saying. I could see him in that range. I don't think it's very far fetched of what Spence said.
That's what we brought him in here to do.
We
brought him in here to be the game changer.
Right. I hope you guys are right, but 9.5 is a lot for a rookie. But it is what it is. My number one, I mean, you guys, first and foremost, like, it was a gimme answer. It's Malcolm Rodriguez.
I knew that was coming.
I'm glad. No, Malcolm is my top 5, though. But number one for me.
Oh, for sure.
Jameson Williams.
Okay.
I think you see it time and time again, year after year. These rookie wide receivers jump into the league and they're successful right away. You know what I'm saying? I do like Aiden Hutchinson. I do hope he has a great career with the Detroit Lions. But when it comes to edge rushers, that usually creeps into like a great career.
Nick
you know
Bosa had 9 sacks his rookie year.
Okay. I don't think Aiden Hutchinson's Nick Bosa. I'll do.
They both got drafted at number 2. You know, that's what we expect them to go out there and perform at that level.
They're both nice white boys. I agree. But I hope you're right. 100% I hope you're right. But number one for me is Jameson Williams, just because it feels like the easier answer, man. Like Jameson Williams again at the wide receiver position. We saw it last year with Chase, with Jamar Chase. Year before that with Justin Jefferson. I mean, we even saw it in the Detroit Lions decimated offense with Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Yes.
Like the wide receiver position is just so easy to jump into and excel at. And obviously Jameson Williams a freak of an athlete when it comes to running the football field. That's my number one. Who's your 2?
Jameson Williams is my number 2.
Okay.
And because I don't think he's going to start off the season with the team. I think he's going to miss a game or 2 to start the season. And because Jared Goff is his quarterback. So I don't think he can fully maximize everything he can do offensively. But I think he's going to have a great – these guys, if that's our problem, that Jameson Williams is 2 or Aiden Hutchinson, I'm assuming is 2 in your case, it's a great battle to have. We should have the contender for Rookie of the Year on offense and defense this year. When's the last time you could say that? Could you ever say that?
I don't think
about
anyone
the offensive,
ever could say that about their team.
No.
Yeah.
And if we win offensive rookie and defensive rookie of the year, I don't know if that's ever happened before. I'm sure we got to get Maz in here and ask him if that's ever happened before, because I'm sure back in 1954 the Giants had 2 fantastic players. No.
Yeah, Maz sat next to Jesus in elementary school.
Yeah, Maz sat next to Jesus and Moses and watched the Giants pitch off the best NFL season in the history of the league.
Off Moses.
But honestly, yeah, J-Mo's my number 2. This guy's brought in here again, like Hutchinson, brought in here to perform, brought in here to put up numbers. He's a fantastic weapon. The only thing hindering him is his injury, and so I think he's going to miss a couple games. So that's why I got him as 2. I still think Hutch at 1 for sure.
Mike, you got the Jeff and Gentry pod coming out. Drop some on us, man. Who's your 1 between those?
I would say Aiden Hutchinson between those 2. But I just have a question for you guys. Do you think there has been a more offensive or a more player that's been hyped around compared to Jameson Williams? Like Jameson Williams, I feel like he's the most hyped around offensive draft pick that we've had in several years, if not since Calvin Johnson. So I there's something to be hyped up around him too. But I still think Aiden Hutchinson.
Definitely fair. You know, we haven't had an explosive offensive player drafted like that this high in a long time. You know, the next player I think of is Mikel LaShore. No, I'm just kidding. But you got to think of those running backs. That's probably the next most hype is one of those guys, whether it be Javid Best, whether it be Mikel LaShore. We know Lions like to hype up the draft picks, and those guys were hyped up a lot. But J-Mo has been hyped up on a national level. It's not just Lions guys saying, oh, this dude can be a stud. It's actual national media. And everybody in that I listened to at the draft said if he never got hurt, he would have been the first receiver off the board. And that's impressive to me. We saw what he did at Alabama. This guy left Ohio State, went to play at Alabama, and turned into the best receiver in college football. So I like him a lot. I think, like you said, I can't think of a guy that was hyped up offensively as much as J-Mo was since Stafford or Calvin. So
100%.
I like it.
Deservedly so, though, man. Like I think the kid's the real deal. He's got, he played at Alabama. Essentially like a pro-style offense in itself. He's a real deal, man. Number 3 for me on my list that I just made, live in the air, Malcolm Rodriguez, for real.
Yeah, he's number 3 on mine, too.
Yeah. Is he?
Yeah.
Air 5.
Sorry, real quick.
Yeah.
Joseph Austin said the Lions did it before in 1967. I'm assuming offensive and defensive rookie of the year with Len Barney and Charlie Sanders.
No shot.
So, yeah.
That's the first time I've ever said no shot, by the way.
No shot. Dag nabbit.
No shot. That's crazy. I did not know that.
That is impressive.
That's very impressive.
That is very impressive. But sorry, continue on your point.
No, Malcolm Rodriguez.
Emrod mansplaining hour. Dude, I'm with you. Malcolm Rodriguez, like we said, the heavyweights are solely responsible for bringing the hype train of Malcolm Rodriguez to you. The day after he got drafted, we posted the video with Scott Bischoff breaking down his tape, breaking down who he is, and that boy's sitting at 10,000 views right now. We got Malcolm Rodriguez on the brain.
Flex.
I love this guy. I look at his view. He looks like Nakobe Dean. When you watch him play, when you watch his tape, this dude is flying around the ball. He's going sideline to sideline. He's like a missile out there. And you see him at practice, dude's yoked up. He's cock diesel, walking around like big dog, playing like big dog. He's hungry. He's had a chip on his shoulder pretty much his whole career, being, always too small. His arms aren't big enough. He comes out there and he performs on every level. I love this guy, Malcolm Rodriguez. And he's got Alex Anzalone in front of him. There's no doubt in my mind. You can book it right now. Malcolm Rodriguez will be a starter on this defense by the end of the season. I don't think he's going to start off the year as a starter, but by the end of the season, he will have that starting role on this defense. He's a guy that the fans will love. The coaches will love. He'll go around. Like I said, on Hard Knocks, he's going to shine because he's going to be flying around the field, making plays, blowing people up, getting hype. I love him. Everything you want about a football player, Malcolm Rodriguez.
1,000% too. And the linebacking coach Shepard spoke with the media yesterday. I got Corey, got some sound from him, and he said it from rookie minicamp that he's the smartest young linebacker he's ever been around. And they're talking about, giving the green dot to him. You know what I'm saying? Like, this early. This is a rookie. You know what I'm saying? He says everything from the shoulders up. He's all about it, but it's still the execution part of it. And that's what he's yet to see because I haven't seen him in pads yet. But you look at this kid. You look at his highlight film. The guy was an all-state wrestler. You know what I'm saying? There's a highlight. This is why one of the reasons Mom followed me on Twitter, I reshared him doing doing a judo flip to offensive linemen.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And he has a short stature, you know what I'm saying? But he's built cock diesel, like you said. He has all-state wrestling. So clearly, that includes takedowns, guys. It's not jiu-jitsu, you can just lay down and
it does. And the knock of him, much like Aiden Hutchinson, was the short arms.
Yeah.
Are his arms long enough?
Do the dinosaur thing again.
Are his arms long enough to shed these blocks, to shed the lineman and get in the backfield? But with that wrestling background, that helps a lot. Yeah. He's been hand fighting for his whole life. He knows how to work these guys. He knows how to get out of situations like that. And he's our man crush. He's the heavyweight man crush, is Malcolm Rodriguez. And we're excited for him. I really want this guy because Detroit immortalizes linebackers when you have a good linebacker.
Chris Spielman.
And we haven't had one in a long time. Probably since Spielman.
Yeah.
Tulloch, he was good, but he wasn't he wasn't a Chris Spielman caliber.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying Malcolm Rodriguez is going to be the next Chris Spielman. I'm not saying that.
I'm saying it.
But he has the potential to take that starting position, and once you're there, it's on you to run with it. So I'm excited to see him get out there and work.
1,000% set the record for bench press at the combine.
Yes.
Dude ran a 4.6, which is the same as my guy at one point, Kyle Hamilton. Same 40 time as Kyle Hamilton. And then you put on the tape, and you see him, he's a wrecking ball out there too. Shout out to Wreck in the chat. He says, you ever notice Spencer gets the same glow when he talks about Maddie as he does Malcolm Rodriguez?
It's fair. I love the guy. I'm telling you. I wanted to buy a Derek Barnes jersey last year because I love linebackers too. I wanted to buy a Derek Barnes jersey because I love the way he played. If Malcolm Rodriguez starts, I'm going to buy a Malcolm Rodriguez jersey. I might buy it anyways.
Who's 4 on your list?
4 on my list is Pascal. Just because I don't know what's going on. Obviously, he has. Everybody talked about
just
him.
because I don't know what's going on.
Just because I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. No, but we talked about how everyone was really pleased with him in rookie camp. He came out there. He shined in rookie camp. He was making plays, being a hustle guy all over the field. We know he plays with the grit. We know he's a fighter. The dude came back from cancer and still played football. It's very impressive. He was our second-round guy. We like him a lot. But he's got the injury thing going on. If it is just a hernia, it's not too worried. I'm not too worried about it. Hernias you can get back from, although playing defensive line, edge rush, that puts a lot of strain on your lower body. You need that explosiveness to blow off the line and get around these guys. So it does concern me a little bit that he's still dealing with these injury concerns, but a hernia isn't the end of the world. I just want him to sign his deal. I want him to get in camp, and I want to see him progress.
100%, I'm with you. I think Josh Pascal's the real deal. I think everything you said about him coming back from cancer is my number 4 too on my list as well. But him coming back from cancer shows you his mental stability, his strength to overcome stuff like that.
Not a lot of people can do that.
Not a lot of people can do that. Not only did he overcome that, but he overcame that, become the best pass rusher on his team and one of the best pass rushers in this class. When it comes down to metrics, PFF measurements and pass rush grades, because Adam loves to say it. People value the sack. You definitely value the sack over everything else, but you also want to value those quarterback hurries, and that's something that Josh Pascal led this class in. I don't know if he led the class in, but he's top 3 for sure.
He was number 1 graded by PFF on multiple edge rushing stats. And Joseph Austin said in the chat, Levy was okay for a minute when we were talking about linebackers. Yeah, Levy was good. Levy led the league in interceptions one year. 100%. He was a great player, but then he got scared, and then he got scared to tackle. So he had a solid window of like 3 years when our defense was really good back in the Matthew Stafford days, when we had probably the most complete Detroit Lions team I've personally ever seen. Levy was a center point of that, along with Ndamukong Suh, along with your boy Glover Quinn, but he fell off hard.
1,000%. When I want to finish this list, but if I want to go to the gym, Spinny, where'd I go?
If you want to go to the gym, if you don't want to be on the Woodward Heavyweight Show, you can go to the gym right now. Check out Planet Fitness for $0 down and just $10 a month. You can get your Planet Fitness membership. No matter where you are, there's a Planet Fitness nearby. You see a couple of them just driving down Woodward. There's a Planet Fitness near you. So join online or in club or online at planetfitness.com. And right now, until August 31st, high school kids can go in to Planet Fitness for free. You can go in there and work out as much as you want. That is their summertime pass. So if you're looking to get ready, get in physical shape for football next year, go check out Planet Fitness. They'll have it for you. So check them out. Planet Fitness, where your fitness is essential.
6 dark corners, a driveway and a patio, 5 windows that could become doors. Every house has unique security challenges. Guardian Alarm has more tech, more team, and more ways to help keep them all safe. Get a professionally designed and installed security and smart home system from Guardian Alarm. Sign up today and get a free video device. Guardian Alarm. Smart right from the start. Call 1-800-STAY-OUT.
Make sure you're listening to Woodward Sports all day long. Start your morning with the Morning Woodward Show. Spend middays with Big D Energy. Watch and listen your drive home with the bottom line. And don't forget about Woodward Bets Daily. All live, all right here on the Woodward Sports Network.
New to the game or a season better? OddsTrader.com has everything you need to make the right bet ahead of kickoff. Begin your handicapping journey with OddsTrader. Improve your edge by finding the best price on every game from sportsbooks in your backyard. Take advantage of the numerous sign-up bonus offers to pad your bankroll. Dive into key game statistics, player performance, and even account for the projected game day weather. Best of all, you can use the OddsTrader bet tracker to keep a log of your action. Welcome to OddsTrader, and best of luck.
Guys, we like Brad Holmes. He's getting this rebuild done quickly. And on time. I'm saying we want to watch some good football. And damn it, we're excited for some damn good football. Because you want to know why? He probably used all the equipment. That's probably why. Because with all the equipment, uptime matters. No matter what kind of job you have, Ultimate Equipment will get you there and on time right. Because uptime matters with Ultimate Equipment. They have the largest rental fleet in Michigan. The largest. I'm talking about Little Michigan and Upper Michigan. Little Michigan's not like a rapper. Ultimate Equipment, guys. Give them a call. They're even here locally. 313-394-1811. Ultimate Equipment, where uptime matters. What up, though? Welcome back to Woodward Heavyweights. I'm your boy Eazy, joined by my man Kung Fu Spinny, a.k.a. Spin More Racks. Spencer Racks, sir. We're just going through, I guess, a little power rankings of the Detroit Lions rookies for year one. You know what I'm saying? Not the careers, but what we think, how they're performing year one. We left off number 4. I think we both had Josh Pascal.
Josh Pascal, yes.
Obvious reasons. You guys do the PFF grades for pass rushers heading into this draft. Josh Pascal was number one on a lot of those lists. Whether it's PFF, whatever you're going through your stats, Josh Pascal was there in that top 5.
People are agreeing with those too. DB Coop 25. Pascal is a dark horse. Joseph Austin. Yeah, Pascal is going to be good. So this guy's got some hype around it.
Who's your number 5?
My number 5 was James Mitchell.
Okay.
The tight end, but I think I'm going to switch it to Kirby Joseph.
Okay, I'm with you. That's actually mine too.
I like Kirby Joseph. I like him a lot. He's a ball hawk. He is brought in here because that's how he plays. He comes out there and he plays. He goes out there and he attacks the ball. He's always in positions to get that ball. He's great at pulling in those balls, but I like him a lot. I think he could take advantage. We know that there's a lot of injuries that happen in the secondary all the time. And if he can step up, he can be the guy to benefit from one of those injuries. He can slide in there. He can slide in there and he can reel in those balls, and he's very impressive. I watched him in his collegiate career, so I like what I saw from him there. He can learn from guys like Tracy Walker, like Deshaun Elliott, on when to come in, when to fill those holes instead of going after those balls. So he's a very impressive player. But like I said, he can learn. What the knock on him was that he wasn't great at open field tackling or coming in and helping in the run game. So bringing in a guy like Deshaun Elliott, having a guy like Tracy Walker who is very good at that, will only enhance his abilities on the football team. So I'm going to go with him.
1,000% too. And I just learned this today watching back again. You guys check this all stuff out at the Detroit Lions YouTube once you're done watching this show and hitting the like button, obviously. But the safeties coach spoke, and he's actually come from the Baltimore Ravens organization where they've had Eric Weddle. They've had Ed Reed. You know what I'm saying? Like names of elk. Guys that hold some. You could, if I told you, Reed, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? If I told you Weddle, you know what I'm talking about. Just based off the last name. But
that guy for the Rams came out of retirement?
Yeah. But he's a dog, you know what I'm saying? And that's where he's coming from, and he likes Kirby Joseph. He says he's got really great ball instincts. He does. That's part of the reason we drafted him. They got 3 interceptions last year. The guy's 6'1". And you look at Aubrey Pleasant and Aaron Glenn, what they did last year with UDFAs, guys coming off the streets, you know what I'm saying, in that secondary. Like, you saw them perform well. Now, I don't know that Kirby Joseph's going to be a star or a stud, and definitely not in year 1. I think secondary, I've had conversations with guys like GQ. He's my guy, Glover Quinn. Shout out, one of my favorite Detroit Lions safeties ever. He always kept it real with me, man. He's like, that's one of the toughest things to do coming into the league is that secondary. So I don't know if I'm expecting big things from him, but, with this coaching staff, I think he can perform. I definitely think he can perform. We saw it last year. I mean, Will Harris, a guy that we all love to hate of the Detroit Lions defense, he's made him look decent at times. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about Aaron Glenn, Aubrey Pleasant, and those guys. So I think Kirby Joseph is definitely deserving the number 5 spot in this power ranking, and we're kind of agreeing too much, man. Who's your number 6?
Yeah. Probably James Mitchell. I mean, if he can stay healthy. I didn't know we were doing 6. I thought we were only doing 5.
Okay.
But going back to Kirby Joseph, like you said, he's 6'1", 203 pounds. He's got 33-inch arms. He's got 10.25-inch hands. This is a guy that can make plays on the ball. We know he's got a 38.5-inch vertical. Did 18 reps at the bench, which is good for a secondary player. He had a 123 broad jump. I don't know.
This dude just reading off his
it's impressive.
He's born in Virginia.
He was born in Virginia. He doesn't like Raisin Bran. He's a good player. He's favoriting his left side.
He doesn't like olives in his salad.
He doesn't like olives. Yeah. His favorite color is purple. The guy goes out there. No, but yeah, I'm gonna have to go James Mitchell for 6. If we're doing 6.
Yeah, we're doing 6. I'm going to have to go with James Mitchell, too. I think we look at the league in the NFL. Same thing with the positions of the wide receiver. Guys can hop in the rookie year and make a difference. Joseph Fourier, a former Detroit Lions tight end, guy who wasn't good enough to stick around the league very long. And he did have an injury or whatever, but we saw him come in as an undrafted free agent and make some noise. You know what I'm saying? With this dancing, but he was constantly scoring touchdowns, you know what I'm saying? So James Mitchell, I think he's got, if watching him play in terms of his highlights, great 50-50 ball. He'll snatch the ball out of defenders' hands, you know what I'm saying, and run that back for a touchdown. So I think, and red zone packages, you could see a James Mitchell at some point in the season when he gets healthy, because obviously he has the ACL injury, but I could truly see him, again, I don't know anything special, but at least scoring touchdowns, you know what I'm saying, being a threat in the red zone. Because you don't have to be great to be a threat in the red zone. Joseph Fourier was a perfect example of that for us.
Even Jesse James is a threat in the red zone. You just got to be a tall guy. You just accept in New England.
Have some host stuff.
You just got to be a tall guy. You got to be out and be able to jump and, like you said, pull down those 50-50 balls. And that's what he showed us that he did at Vatech. We watch his highlights. He's good at that. He's also good in the open field. He's a big body. If he can get healthy, he'll be a solid addition. But like DB Coop 25 said, you can't have a tight end in your top 5 anymore without signing Funchess. And if he's hurt for a while and Funchess comes in and plays well, he might take his spot.
See, I don't know that Funchess is like really going to take anybody's spot. It's like his first time playing tight end in the NFL. And the last time he literally's been active in the NFL was 2019. You know what I'm saying? That's over 2 years ago. And he played 1 game that season. So clearly has some injury issues, and the tight end position is going to be kind of new for him. It's kind of like Tim Tebow experiment, maybe. Maybe not as bad as that.
Not even close,
I know,
dude.
that was bad. But it is ultimately an experiment for him, coming to the tight end position in the NFL on top of being gone for a minute. I really, truly think that's like more of a camp body type of thing.
I don't know if it's that much of an experiment because he has played tight end at an extremely high level before, and so I don't think it's too much.
Kids gotta learn somehow.
I don't think it's too much of an experiment, and I think he can perform when he does play. If he could stay healthy, he can go out there and perform. He's a Detroit guy. He's a Michigan guy, so I want to see him perform. I want to see him do well. So I don't know. We need James Mitchell to get healthy. That's for sure.
Yeah, I want him to get healthy. TJ Hawkinson got that tight end spot on lock, though.
Yeah,
for real.
If he could stay healthy, again, we have 3 tight ends who all get injured all the time.
Let's be real about the tight end position. I feel like those guys are always banged up.
It is, yeah. It's because that's how you get tackled. You get tackled by guys diving at your knees. You're such a big dude, such a big body. You have to fight on the line as well as when you're out in the open field. Safeties and cornerbacks just shoot their head at your knees.
Yeah.
So it's tough to stay healthy at the tight end position. But like Travis Kelce does it.
Yeah.
And he gets more targets than anybody out of any tight end position.
And to be honest, too, and I feel like I'm becoming like a TJ Hawkinson defender, maybe to a fault at this point, but like last year, I feel like he could have played through that injury. We sucked. There was like no point in him, you know what I'm saying, like hurting himself, especially coming up on a contract year, and this year playing for a bad team. I think at that point we pulled out. He had 1 win or 0 wins at that point. I couldn't tell you for sure. Yeah, you nasty. But no, like TJ Hawkinson, I think he played the whole 16-game season the year before that, made the Pro Bowl, then 12 games his rookie year. Obviously, rookie, he's a little bit younger. You're still growing to your body a little bit there. Like, I think the TJ Hawkinson stuff, I think we just need to pump the brakes on a little bit of the TJ Hawkinson slander.
Did I slander him, or did I say he can't stay healthy?
No,
is that slandering him?
Yeah, you don't really slander him.
I like TJ Hawkinson. I think he can be a good player. I'm not Neil Rule over here hating on the guy's life, but it's like you said. We were talking about the health of our tight ends.
Yeah,
and he hasn't proven that he can stay healthy consistently. He did it 1 year, but we need more than that. And looking at his stats, like you said, when he can stay healthy, he performs well. When he stayed healthy in 2020, he had 67 catches for 723 yards and 6 touchdowns. And that's a good stat line, especially for a guy who's in his second season in the NFL, especially for a guy who maybe wasn't falling into the mold that everybody thought he was. All the pressure on him from being such a high draft pick. And, how can you take a tight end that high? This guy's going to suck. I already know he's going to be a bust. And he didn't do great in his first year. And then he comes in and he has he has an all-star year. He has a great year. He's a Pro Bowler.
Yeah.
So, and we talked about him winning the tight end university or whatever that was called. So that's not a fluke either. When you have your peers grading you as the best tight end there, that's got to say something.
100%.
This tight end university was hosted by George Kittle, was hosted by Travis Kelce, and you have all of the tight ends there. You got his former teammate at Iowa, Noah Fant, who everybody loves. You've got all these guys from around the league, and he brought out on top. They told him he was the best tight end there that summer. So that's got to say something. I like TJ. I like Hawk. He's a good player. He's great. We talked about he's an underrated blocker.
Yeah.
That is an underrated part in his game, and I expect him to have a big year if he can stay healthy.
100% with you. I think another thing people forget too with TJ is like not only his health but his quarterback health too. The 1 year he had friggin' David Blau and Jeff Driscoll. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're his starting quarterbacks majority of the year, and people are trying look at his stats. Look how close he is to Ebron. Like,
hey, I heard David Blau's tearing it up.
Look, man, I'm not touching that. I don't know what you try to get me to do. I ain't messing with that, man. But you know what I do mess with, man?
Calm down.
The mulligan. The mulligan made by Gypsy Vodka is your official drink of the summer. The official drink of the summer is here, and the mulligan made by Gypsy Vodka is it. When you're out on the golf course, just hanging out in the backyard, the mulligan's calling your name. You might as well grab you one. Ask for the mulligan at your local golf course or your Total Wine near you. It's Woodward Heavyweights. We'll be right back.
Life is full of hard choices. We're here to make one of life's biggest decisions as simple as possible. My name is Christina Gennari, and for over 20 years, I've helped hundreds of families buy and sell homes. We cover all of Metro Detroit and more, from large luxury homes to starter homes. We will work hard to make sure that you get the home of your dreams. So if you're in the market today or even thinking about buying or selling in the future, make the obvious choice. Christina Gennari, the obvious choice in real estate. Visit us at soldchristina.com today.
3 NBA championships. Detroit fans were there. 11 Stanley Cups. Detroit fans were there. 4 World Series wins. Detroit fans were there. And that one Lions playoff win in 1991. Yeah, Detroit fans were there. Woodward Sports, where the fans are.
Strawberry Fest is back at Big Boy. We brought back some of the classic breakfast items like the strawberry French toast, hot cakes, and waffle. If you're not feeling breakfast, try our new strawberry bacon chicken wrap, crispy chicken wrap, nacho wrap, or strawberry salad. The perfect recipe for springtime. And don't forget to grab dessert, including our berry delicious strawberry pie for only $1.99 with the purchase of $7.99 or more at participating Big Boy locations.
What's going on, everybody? It's Spencer for the Fulling Warehouse in Hamtramck. You know it. You've heard about it. It's the home of the original football bowling pin game called Fulling. There's 2 different ways you can play. They got $12 open unlimited play. You can stay there open till close. Have a good time. They also have private lane reservation, $120, 10 to 12 people. You can do whatever you want. You can bring in any type of food you want. If you get thirsty, they've got a $2 mystery beer vending machine. If you don't want the hassle, you know what you want. They've got multiple fully loaded bars for you to choose from. So come on down and check them out in Hamtramck at the Fulling Warehouse or visit them online at fullingwarehouse.com.
What up, though? Welcome back to the Woodward Heavyweights, episode 2, live from the Planet Fitness Studios. I almost said the My Planet Fitness Studios. We talked about that yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
I'm your boy Eazy. That's my man Kung Fu Spinny, a.k.a.
What up?
You call him Spinny. Look, that's what the ladies call him, he says.
Ladies call me Spenny for sure. Your mama called me Spenny.
Spenny thick. Which one of these line topics you want to jump into, man? We talked a little bit during the break. You had who's under the most pressure. We also had one prediction you make for the season.
Yeah.
Where do you want to go?
Where you do the pressure?
We do the most pressure.
Yeah, under pressure.
Lay down.
Under pressure. Under pressure. There's a lot of guys under pressure coming in this season. Obviously, you've got Jared Goff. Can he perform? He's got all these weapons around him. You've got Jeff Okudah. Jeff Okudah needs to live up to what we drafted him as. You've got TJ Hawkinson because he's closing the end of his deal. Is he worth giving, $14-15 million a year? And of course, you have Dan Campbell. If Dan Campbell, who did we talk about during our draft special? Who's the guy we had on?
For Woodward Sports
with the draft special, we did Luke G. Yeah.
Shout out to Luke G.
Luke G talked about if he wins 3-4 games again, he should be gone. And that's the narrative because Detroit is so hungry for a winner, and they think, this roster, what Brad Holmes is doing is so good that if Dan Campbell goes out there and gives you another 3-win season, I don't know if a lot of fans will be able to swallow that. That being said, under the most pressure this year, I'm going to have to say Jeff Okudah. Jeff Okudah needs to go out there and prove he can be a legitimate defensive piece. Not only on this team, but in the NFL. He was drafted 3 overall. Yeah, I don't think he's going to be Deion Sanders. I don't expect him to go out there and be Richard Sherman, to be Jalen Ramsey, to lock down half of the field. But I need him to prove he can go out there, he can stay healthy, and he deserves to play in the NFL. He deserves to be on this defense because we've got guys behind him that if he goes out there and he shows he can't play, we can bring in a Melifonwu, we can bring in a Jerry Jacobs, we can bring in a Mike Hughes. We've got these guys waiting for their opportunity. So I think he's going to do it too. I personally think Jeff Okudah is going to do well under the tutelage of Aubrey Pleasant and Aaron Glenn in this new defensive system where he's not going to have to worry about guarding the number one guy every week like he did under Matt Patricia in single man coverage on an island. I think this system is going to be a lot better for him. I think he'll go out there and he'll perform on a well enough level to show that he deserves to be in the NFL. But he definitely has the most pressure under him.
See, I totally disagree with the Jeff Okudah having the most pressure just because he's so young. We see it with the Detroit Lions, like what we brought in, I guess, and Will Harris himself. Like, that's the guy who kind of had a Jeff Okudah stint, obviously not number 3 overall pick, you know what I'm saying, but a first-round pick drafted elsewhere that didn't pan out. But what happens, and the same way with the LA Rams, that defense built off a lot of these guys that didn't pan out elsewhere. Come here, hey, we got some good coaching. Hey, we have a system we think could fit you. Here's an opportunity for you to get a starting job. We have a young team, Yaze Blase. Jeff Okudah is still like that young, you know what I'm saying?
That doesn't matter to me, though, if he can go somewhere else and play. I want him to play here. I want him to perform here. So the pressure on him is to perform this year, or he's probably not going to be on this roster for too much longer.
But let's be honest, though. Does he give a poop about being on Detroit Lions? Like, we're not a good team. I mean, yes, he better. But you know what I'm saying? But, like, for me, yes, there's pressure. He's definitely, like, not excluded from this list of guys under pressure. But for me, the number one guy, absolutely 100% Jared Goff. 100% Jared Goff. After this year, he becomes cuttable. He becomes cuttable. The Lions eat $12 million, and he's on the streets. Whether he finds a job, who cares at that point? But $30 million he's linked up for the next 3 years with the Detroit Lions. If he doesn't perform this year, and we have 2 picks in the draft next year, we know Brad Holmes is more than comfortable to trade up and get a guy he truly cares about and likes. He'll do it. And he said it in Rich Eisen interview. They asked, you know what I'm saying, like, what's up with the quarterback position? We know that, you know, that's something you guys say he's the guy for now. They never say he's our guy going forward forever. He's the guy for now. You know what I'm saying? If people think that they're sold on him moving forward, no, they're stuck with him. It's part of the reason we got the trades that we got. You know what I'm saying? 2 first-round picks. Plus the Rams say F them picks. But 100% Jared Goff, just based off the money. Like 30 M's, bro.
Yeah.
He's kissing goodbye. And that's 30 M's annually. You know what I'm saying? You have 2 more. That's $60 million you're going to say goodbye to if you don't perform this year.
Cheap for a quarterback nowadays.
Ain't that cheap. But on top of the fact that, like, what is he after this if it doesn't work out here? You know what I'm saying? You had a great coach in Sean McVay give up on you. You had a guy that a lot of people believe in as a coach, and Dan Campbell give up on you at that point. Like, for me, it's 100% Jared Goff. I'm not saying he's going to be bad, but I think in terms of, like, pressure, it's him, because I don't know if he's a starting quarterback after this if it doesn't work out here.
See, I don't think Jared Goff is under the most pressure because we know what he is. We know what Jared Goff is. We know Jared Goff's not the guy that's going to take you there. Well, at least most people know what Jared Goff is. We saw that. We saw him in a great situation under a great offensive mind, and they gave up on him. So I don't think that if he comes out here and performs terribly, first of all, I don't think they're going to cut him because they need him for at least 1 more year if they're not going to just draft a rookie and start him.
I mean, they might. They don't. At 30 M's, if you think this guy's going to play his job anyway, you might as well cut him during camp. You give you extra $20 million to go play with a free agency. I mean, you saw Mac Jones took the field like that. Justin Fields. I mean, that's the Neil was making the argument.
I mean, Mac Jones was the only one that performed out of those rookies.
That's okay though. You know what I'm saying, but it doesn't mean like they're not going to draft a rookie and allow him to test himself year 1.
I don't know. I think it's a better. Obviously, we've seen it multiple times where you bring in a rookie and you give him a year. You give him a year or 2 to sit under a guy. And, now everybody's scared to do that because the price tag on a quarterback is so astronomically high that they don't want to waste those years and put him under a guy. But it's tough. It's tough to just say, especially, like you said, if Goff underperforms this year, if he's underwhelming and they only win 4 or 5 games, then you're going to cut Goff and draft a rookie. How many wins does a rookie give you on this team?
But it's all right, though. Like, so this team, and actually, shout out to Chuck Brewer in the chat. He mentioned something, like, extremely important to my point that I'm trying to make with Mac Jones. He went into a team that was already built. At this point, the Detroit Lions, heading at that point in the season, they've already built a team. You know what I'm saying? Whether Sorry, I was trying to see what you're looking at behind me. It was
Justin and Adam.
Oh,
yeah.
Justin and Adam. That's what I figured. But no, like, then the Lions would be in that situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously, we're building our defensive line now. Our offensive line stacked for a minute. Our wide receiver room stat put for a minute. Jamison Williams, Amon-Ra St. Brown, whoever fills in holes after that point. Like, the rookie would be coming into a built team. There's that. And then another thing, too, is like, okay, say if it's bad. You still got guys like, who's my man, Zach Wilson? You got Trevor Lawrence, you know what I'm saying? Like, you still play a guy. And Dan Campbell was given a 6-year contract for a reason. Like, they knew this was an ugly situation. He's heading to a very ugly situation, rebuilding this team. Literally, Dan Campbell, I'm not Dan Campbell, I don't even want to associate with who I'm about to say next, but I don't want to say their names. You guys know what I'm talking about. The terrible
Quinn
two. Yeah, the guys before him.
Terrible two.
The terrible two did a horrible job at setting this franchise back. They got rid of star players. They made bad deals for them, you know what I'm saying? And they didn't draft anything with those replacements. It was the 6-year rebuild, and they're going to have any issues taking another guy at the rookie spot.
Yeah, I know. No, they're definitely going to draft they're drafting a quarterback next year no matter what, because I believe they know that Jared Goff isn't that guy.
Yeah.
But for his own life, Jared Goff, he's got a hot girlfriend. He's already made a ridiculous amount of money. You know, even if he doesn't perform, he'll still get a starter job somewhere. If not a starter, a backup job.
Goff?
Pushy. Yeah.
Starting job?
Yeah.
Drake?
You don't think he's going to be a starter after this?
No.
No? You don't think he could start anywhere in the NFL?
If someone's banged up, yeah, maybe. I don't think. No.
I mean, we see guys like Fitzpatrick. We see guys like.
If a situation like that, sure.
Different journeymen all over the team starting, all over the league starting. You don't think
maybe
Jared Goff
somebody to be a bridge quarterback, maybe. Shout out to chat, James Willis, Quintez Cephas, honorable mention on the guys under most pressure. I have to agree, actually.
I don't know if he has pressure on him.
Because what? When was he drafted? 2-3 years ago?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
they have a lot of guys.
Yeah.
You know, in that receiver room for sure.
Yeah, quite a bit of pressure. I mean, I don't know that Trinity, and obviously we see the Lions are drafting guys too. You know, and he wasn't part of that regime.
Yeah.
You know, he was with the terrible twos. Now with Dan Campbell and Brad Holmes,
the gruesome twos.
He's not their baby. You know what I'm saying? They don't have extra belief in him. He was just part of what came with the deal. But for me, what's your take, Mikey? Who's under the most pressure heading 2022 season for you in terms of Detroit Lions?
I don't know. It's tough. There's a lot of guys under pressure.
Under pressure.
I would say Jeffrey Okudah as well, just because coming off that injury, everyone's expecting him to come back and be that player, that number 2 pick that he was. So I would have to say him.
Yeah, and it's, you know, it's tough because Jeff Okudah could see himself out of the league.
No, he's not. Look at Charles. Charles Harris. I apologize. I'm gonna give him a bad name. Will Harris. Look at Charles Harris on our team right now.
Yeah.
Was first round pick, didn't pan out. Land with the Lions. He's still young.
Signed a 2-year deal.
Yeah. Jared Goff is like 30 M's on the line. That's pressure, bro.
That is pressure. I don't know, but he's already made a lot of money.
Jared Goff?
So he's not worried about the money.
So what? I'm sure you still want more money. Aaron Rodgers made a lot of money in his career. What did he just sign? The largest quarterback deal in NFL history.
So that's completely different.
But no, that doesn't mean you don't want the money. Like the money, like you still want that stuff.
I didn't say he doesn't want the money. I said he's not worried about getting cut.
I mean, I think he might be worried about.
I think like I said, I think everybody in that organization knows what he is. Hawkinson's under pressure too. He's got to be up there because he's on a contract year this year.
Yes, Hawkinson 100%.
He's had the injury history behind him. He was a high draft pick.
Mm-hmm.
He's shown, he's shown
I would say
flashes.
Him more than Jeff.
More than Hawkinson, more than Okudah.
Because this is his final year. If we don't, we picked up his 5th year. You know what I'm saying, like, with us. But he's gonna hit the market, get a big.
Yeah, I was gonna say your argument about Okudah was he can sign somewhere else. So can Hawkinson.
Yeah, all right, I'll take that one back.
And Hawkinson is much more proven than Okudah.
Yeah, Okudah signed a cheap deal with a good team, looked great, then signed a fat deal somewhere else.
Yeah, But cornerbacks, man, that position, those guys go fast.
We have a guy like that now in Deshaun Elliott too.
Yeah,
just didn't. He had one okay season, then got.
Injured a lot, dealing with injury history. Yeah, it's tough.
Mm-hmm. But I think I got a high take for Okudah, for sure.
Yeah, I like Okudah, and injuries can take a toll on you. They can take a toll on you mentally. They can strain you a lot. So if so, why don't you hit up the sports marketing agency? because the sports marketing agency helps spread awareness about mental health and substance abuse. Their new podcast, This is the F Word, helps spread awareness about fentanyl and other addictions. So go check them out at thesportsma.com if you're struggling or know someone who is.
Hi, my diamonds. It's Crystal with an X. You want to get hot and perfect like me? Here's my super easy routine. Drink at least a gallon of water before you wake up. Attach a weight to everything in your house. Hello? Sell your car and just sprint everywhere. Scream when you exhale.
Don't follow Crystal with an X. Do your own thing at Planet Fitness with tons of equipment and free fitness training in our clean and spacious clubs. Join now for just $10 a month and cancel anytime.
Get a shot up. This is for the win. All of Detroit's sports teams live on Woodward. All of Detroit's sports coverage lives on Woodward Sports. Driving the best in Detroit sports coverage.
New to the game or a season better? OddsTrader.com has everything you need to make the right bet ahead of kickoff. Begin your handicapping journey with OddsTrader. Improve your edge by finding the best price on every game from sportsbooks in your backyard. Take advantage of the numerous sign-up bonus offers to pad your bankroll. Dive into key game statistics, player performance, and even account for the projected game day weather. Best of all, you can use the OddsTrader bet tracker to keep a log of your action. Welcome to OddsTrader, and best of luck.
We don't like to brag that we are the toughest sports network in Detroit, but we do have a guy named Darren McCarty on our side.
Lemieux and McCarty, who've had a good knockdown drag up. There they go, right on the whistle. They were talking to one another.
Woodward Sports.
OddsTrader. OddsTrader.com is the #1 site for all your game day bets. Begin your handicapping journey at OddsTrader.com. For play-by-play updates, live scores, and bet tracking, download the OddsTrader app from the App Store today. For the best price in every game and sign-up offers from multiple sports books, visit OddsTrader.com. I'm trying to tell y'all right now, man.
Shout out.
Shout out. Player statistics, key game stats, they're all available at OddsTrader.com. Use the bet tracker to keep records of all your games and betting activity at OddsTrader.com. Guys, I think I said enough. It should be embedded in your head at this point. OddsTrader.com. Check it out. They got an app if you don't use websites. I know all of us are mobile now. OddsTrader.com. Check it out. What up, though? Welcome back to Woodward Heavyweights. I'm your boy Eazy. Join my man Spencer Rackstar, the rock star. I have 5 different million nicknames.
Yeah, I don't know. You call me the man with a million nicknames, and you made up half of them. So nobody calls me any of this stuff.
Spencer Rackstar. Quintus Cephas was not a rookie. No. Did we say that? If I said that, it was by accident. I know last year was definitely his second year. I think he did well in the second year as well, by the way.
Wasn't Quintus Cephas a rookie last year? That's what Don Rivera said.
Yeah, no, he was not a rookie last year. One prediction for the Detroit Lions, 2022 Detroit Lions. Actually,
I got 2. I got 1 for offense and 1 for defense.
Lay it on me.
All right. Whoa. Pause. My first, I'll go with defense first. I alluded to this earlier, but my prediction is that Aiden Hutchinson is going to lead the team in sacks. I think he's going to come out there. He is going to be aggressive. Like we said, this attack defense that Aaron Glenn has installed is going to only feed into his strengths. He's going to go out there and he's going to cause havoc. I really do. I think he's going to perform well. I had him at 9.5 earlier. I said 9.5. I can see him getting 9.5 sacks. With rotating in, having fresh legs, that's his goal. That's his mission, is to kill the quarterback. And I can see him going out there and doing it on a high level.
Okay. What's your offensive one? I'm kind of just curious now.
You want me to give both of mine before you give yours?
Yeah.
All right. My offensive one is that T.J. Hawkinson is going to lead the team in touchdown receptions.
I like that.
Because I think he's going to get used a lot because we know Jared Goff's shortcomings. He's a very important piece in our red zone offense. We saw it at the game I was at. I got a sweet video of him scoring a touchdown, caught it, ran through the crowd, actually, swiped his head a little bit. No, I'm just kidding. But no, I think he's going to be important for us. He's a weapon in the red zone. He's a good target. He's a big body. He can reel in those balls. So I'm going to go Hawkinson leads the team in touchdowns.
Bold prediction. I'll go offense, defense like you did. Originally, I just had the one. Bold prediction for me, Detroit Lions offense this year. Amon-Ra St. Brown makes his first ever Pro Bowl.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have the exact stats, but we all know how he finished the end of the season last year. I think he averaged like 14 targets. I want to say 90 yards and touchdown in the last 6 games of the season. Well, guys, he's had a whole offseason with the same guy implementing those strengths to that offense last year, and Ben Johnson working with them. I've heard multiple names from Frank Ragnow to scattered all over the offense, speaking to Ben Johnson and his credit in developing this offense and how like he just makes it seem simpler for them. You know what I'm saying? He gives them their assignment and the why, and that's it. They're not really necessarily worried about everybody else's assignment around them. You know what I'm saying? They know what they have to do to get the job done. This offensive line's healthy. Jared Goff's going to have a lot more time, obviously. And I think he has the most, outside of Josh Reynolds, that's who he has the most chemistry with heading into this year.
He does have that rapport with Goff already. If he can replicate what he did in those last 5-6 games last year for an entire season, yeah, he's going to make a Pro Bowl for sure. He was elite. Now, it's going to be tough with all the new weapons we've added, spreading that ball around, although I do think he's going to be getting, no pun intended, the lion's share of receptions in this offense because, like you said, he's got that rapport with Jared Goff. He's going to be Jared Goff's safety valve to where if he freaks out, if he misses a read, he's just going to chuck it to Amon-Ra. And he can make things happen. And I'm excited to see him get even more use in a Ben Johnson offense.
1,000%. And like not just even like the passing game too. Like we saw them get a little bit more like play creativity with Ben Johnson. We saw him get a little creative. Allowing him to run the football too though. And now like when he was running the football, boy is breaking tackles.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I think he has how many rushing touchdowns did he end up with last year? Just one. But you know what I'm saying? He's doing the damn thing, running the football. So I think, like, I don't want to say this, but on a Deebo Samuel-esque role.
He is. That's what he carved out for himself last year. He didn't run the ball as much. He wasn't as explosive, but that'll come with time. I don't think they're going to ask him to do that as much as Deebo Samuel did last year because that was excessive. He was more of a running back than he was a wide receiver last year.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I like Amon-Ra a lot. Pro Bowl is... It's going to be tough with Jared Goff and with this offense with how many weapons they have to go around to get the stats to make a Pro Bowl. He definitely has the ability to do it. We saw that. So let's see some different – what are your guys in the chat? Let us know your predictions for the Lions
give us your bold prediction for the Detroit Lions. I'll go defense real quick too if you want.
Yeah, go ahead.
If he's healthy, which I'm hoping is the case, Josh Pascal.
Why'd you start pillow talking to me?
Well, how is pillow talking to you?
Yeah, you got all slow and the voice dropped down a little bit.
Let me tell you guys about my bold prediction for the Lions D. Josh Pascal ends the season with more sacks than Aiden Hutchinson.
Wow. That is a bold prediction. Are you serious?
I'm serious.
All right.
Serious is a heart attack. Dude's a dog. He showed it. He went to, Kentucky's in the SEC, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yes.
Like, that's probably some of the best football in college football.
By far.
Josh Pascal led the SEC in sacks.
Did he?
I don't know. I made that up.
He didn't.
He didn't?
No.
Who did?
The dude from Alabama.
Who?
The guy, I forget his name. The outside linebacker from Alabama. He couldn't come out, though, because he wasn't eligible yet. Yeah.
Oh, that dude.
Yeah.
That dude's a dog.
Yes.
Yeah. But still, nonetheless, I did pull it out of my ass. He did still dominate in the SEC on a lesser Kentucky team. Oh, I was waiting for you to call me out. That's why I said it the way I said it. But nah, man, Josh Pascal's a dog, man.
He's Chuck Brewer said he's the one that's hurt and not signed, right?
Yeah, that's the one that's hurt and not signed.
Yes, that is Chuck Brewer. That is the one that's hurt and not signed.
Mike, bold take for 2022 Detroit Lions. Give me one. I know you're trying to avoid it. He was looking at me like this. Like, I don't know. Give me one.
I was doing something.
Hot take, Mikey.
My bold take, it's just going to be a team bold take. I think the Lions will win over in their games, and I think they will win 9 games this year.
9 games, huh?
Yeah.
I don't know about all that. It's... calm down. It can happen. It's doable.
Yeah, 10 is doable.
10 is not doable.
Dog, look at this offensive line's healthy. Jared Goff looked way better with Ben Johnson.
You think they're going to go from a 3-win season to a 10-win season in 1 year?
Yeah, it happens.
It does happen.
This is the NFL. It happens. And hold on. Look at the schedule, man. There's so many beatable teams on this. On top of us being better. We're 100% better and healthier. Like 10 wins, I don't care. It's not crazy to me. 9's not crazy.
It is 10 wins is crazy.
Why?
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 Because they're not ready yet. They don't have, like you said, you made that list of questionable quarterbacks that were playing on this schedule. Well, Jared Goff is a questionable quarterback. And when you have that, it balances out. Like, it evens the scales. I don't think... Oh, DB Coop, calm down. There's no way. He said, yes, with this schedule, I wouldn't be surprised if we hit 12 wins. Not a chance. Not a chance the Lions win 12 games.
How about his other bold prediction for the Detroit Lions? They lead the NFC North in sacks.
I don't know. Packers defense is good.
Yeah, Packers just drafted Devontae Wyatt and Quay Walker.
Yeah.
They have Rashawn Gary already.
They lost Zadarius Smith.
They lost Zadarius Smith, who's with the Vikings now, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, he is.
That'd be the team to compete with us for sacks, yeah.
Here's some more bold predictions. Rake, bold prediction. Lions finally pay Calvin his money.
I think they might have already have.
Love to see that. Would love to see that.
To be honest, I think they might have already, just because he wasn't. He came out, was very public about them not paying him, and the next thing you know, he's all over their Instagram talking about, oh, it's good to be back here at Ford Field, and then he showed up for the ceremony for the jacket stuff. Like,
yeah.
I think, and remember, I don't know if you remember this, but they said, hey, we'll pay him, but we have to do it in terms of like contract negotiating, like you have to like work, do something for us.
Tom Masway in the chat said, my bold prediction is that the Woodward Sports Network heavyweights will have their own section at Ford's Field.
Yo,
that would be
awesome.
hype. That would be hype. We'd get it lit in there for sure.
I like that bold prediction.
A couple more. DB Coop had another one. He said his bold prediction is that the Lions will be top 5 in rushing. That, I can see that.
Yeah.
I can see that. With that offensive line, with a great, if everybody stays healthy, that offensive line, they have a great running back room. I can definitely see them being top 5 in rushing this year.
I have a bold prediction.
Yeah.
Look at my haircut, Lady Jane's.
Yeah, if you want to get your haircut, as you know, we broadcast this show from the headquarters of Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men in Birmingham. It's definitely to get off air and have all those Lady Jane's girls telling me to get in those chairs. They've been trying to get me to sit in those chairs since I walked in the door. Hasn't happened yet. But if I want to get a trim, if I want to get a little trim, no doubt I'm going to Lady Jane's. My girl Alyssa just got done, giving a man a nice cut. He looked good coming out. Looked game ready. You go in there, you sit in that chair. Just a couple minutes later, you're ready. You're game ready. They're open 10 to 8. 7 days a week. You can walk in, relax, watch your favorite team play. So come on down to Lady Jane's. It's wicked awesome.
He's going deep, right side. Oh, that is Edwards out there. He goes up in the air at the goal line.
Hey, it's Brandon Edwards here, wanting to welcome the sports marketing agency to Woodward Sports Network, to the family. Glad to have you guys. For the last decade, the sports marketing agency has literally leveraged athletes around issues such as mental health and substance abuse.
Glad that we can finally start trying to get the stigma off of mental health that's been there for all these years.
You don't have to go to the beach, man. You don't have to get your butt crack full of sand. You just need a little chili peppers, man, to get that glowing beach chili peppers tan. Woo!
With 26 locations in the Metro Detroit area and more coming, Chili Peppers Tanning is where you'll find the cleanest salons in the D. Join the Pepper Club for the best deals on unlimited tanning. Head to chilipepperstanning.com.
You just need a little chili peppers, man.
What up, though, and welcome back to the...
What? People are going to be like, what the hell am I listening to right now?
What up, though? Welcome back to Woodward Heavyweights. Man, I don't know if the mics are on or off during the break, but I was dying. Shout out to Mike for keeping the mics off.
Next, we're rolling without a sound guy here today.
Thank God.
Mikey's doing double duty in there because Sam Flannel abandoned us. Left us without a sound guy.
He did. Yo, Sam Flannel, bro. Bold predictions. Easy girls a fro.
Yeah, speaking of bold predictions, Sam Flannel had 2 real bold predictions for the Lions. One was that DeAndre Swift would lead the NFC in rushing.
Yeah.
And the other was that Aiden Hutchinson would have 12 sacks and be Defensive Rookie of the Year.
DB Scoop says, you need to do every Lady Jane's promo from here on out.
Sounds good, didn't it?
Too, bro.
Sounds good, didn't it? No, but it's you hear things like that, and that's some slappiness. Like he says he's not a slappy, but he's definitely a Michigan slappy. And if you say stuff like that, the Lions have to be a playoff team. If you have the number one rusher in the NFC, and
yes,
Aiden Hutchinson wins Defensive Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying.
They gotta be a playoff team. You thirsty, boy.
I was like, hit that corner like, God damn, okay.
Eazy needs to control himself, man.
No, our Reichs will take the Detroit Lions defense top 15, break into the top 15.
What did you just say?
The Detroit Lions defense breaks into the top 15 in 2023.
That's tough. I don't know. I don't think I agree with that. They still got work to do.
Yeah.
They'll definitely be better rushing the quarterback. That'll be a big improvement, but
yeah. What do you think we improve most? You think it's like in the run game, pass rush game? Well, obviously pass rush game.
For sure.
Gotta be
pass rushes. I mean, obviously that's where we spent the resource.
Yeah,
it's where we got the guy. So I'm gonna say our pass rushing is gonna be better. It's still tough though. This defense still has a lot to prove. I like Aubrey Pleasant and Aaron Glenn a lot, so I think they can work some wonders. But our linebacking core is still pretty weak. Our secondary is pretty weak and kind of unproven.
Yeah.
So we'll need to see a lot out of these guys before I can say they can be in the top 15 in the NFL.
I'm with you. Last night I was cruising Twitter, and I found this cool thing. It was like some Detroit Lions, not Detroit Lions, I apologize, Detroit sports throwbacks. And it's talking about, like what duo in Detroit sports would you bring back?
Yeah.
And
in their primes.
Yeah, in the primes. And I kind of wanted to make it a little tougher on you guys by only allowing you to pick one team. Which one did you pick? Actually, we mind putting up those photos real quick, Mike?
Yeah, throw them up one at a time. So this is one of them.
Okay.
It's was that Ty Cobb and Miguel Cabrera, or Cade Cunningham and Isaiah Thomas?
Who I pick between these two?
Yeah, we'll do them two at a time.
Cade and Zeke.
Cade and Zeke?
Yeah, Cade and Zeke.
Ty Cobb and Miguel Cabrera. I don't know. Is that Ty Cobb or is that?
Okay, thank you for saying that, by the way.
No, it's Al Kaline.
That's Al Kaline?
Al Kaline?
Okay, Al Kaline and Miguel Cabrera.
No, I'm joking.
Just light racist. Diet racist. No, but
diet racist.
But Al Kaline and Miguel Cabrera would be fun to watch. That's two guys in their prime. Miguel Cabrera is a Triple Crown winner in his prime. Kaline played outfield. And that would be very important to have, because the Tigers have never had a guy like that with that kind of hose since Miguel Cabrera has been on the team.
All them hoes.
With a hog like that. So I'm gonna. Man, it's tough. Cade and Zeke would be fun to watch.
Yeah.
Though.
What if you're allowed to just pick any two Pistons?
Two Pistons?
Yeah, any two Pistons. Because Cade's current. Like, you could bring these old Pistons to the Pistons now to team up with Cade.
Like, I could bring
Ben, Sheed.
Boops. I would, it's tough.
Yeah.
Add Ben and Isaiah to this Pistons roster.
Mm-hmm.
I think Ben Wallace, even though he can't shoot, would be great in today's NBA. With his switchability.
I think I would add Sheed.
I love Sheed, man.
Yeah, Sheed and... was Rip nice like that, the three?
Yeah.
I don't remember. I remember his
they didn't shoot a lot of them. Chuck Brewer said I'd add Prime Sheed to this team.
Yeah, like a stretch forward.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, she was like doing the stretch forward thing before it was a thing, really.
Yeah.
You know?
For sure.
Yeah, that's probably be for me. What were the other pairings?
Let's throw up the other two, Mikey. We got Stevie Y and Gordie Howe, or Barry and Calvin. This is by far the harder choice.
Yeah.
Stevie Y, Gordie Howe, arguably the best hockey player of all time. Stevie Y, the captain, a top 10 hockey player of all time. And then you got the best wide receiver of all time and the best running back of all time.
Can I do the same trick I did last time with picking?
No. You got to pick between these two.
Well, I'm a football guy.
These two pairings.
So I'm going to go Megatron and Barry Sanders all day.
Okay.
But I would like to see if I could pick A2, Stevie Y and Datsuk, bring them to this Red Wings team.
Dude, Gordie Howe, man.
Yeah.
Gordie Howe's a monster.
Is that what pairing are you taking, though?
Out of these two?
Yeah.
I'm going Calvin and Barry. Just because That would be insane. If you have anybody on the... Actually, you have to bring them to this roster?
Yes.
I'm going with Stevie and Gordy. Because Jared Goff would ruin Barry and Calvin. It wouldn't even be worth it.
Oh, you know what? If I could bring for the Lions, like
Gordy,
82.
Yeah.
Sue.
Dude, no. There's no other choice than Barry and Calvin.
Yeah.
No. I'm bringing Sue. And I'm trying to pick between Barry and Calvin.
There's no
But
other
you also
choice,
mentioned
bro.
the Jared Goff point. I might have to bring Stafford back.
Stafford and Barry?
I got my Stafford back.
Stafford and Barry instead of Stafford and Calvin?
Nah.
Instead of Barry and Calvin, Stafford and Barry?
Yeah, Stafford and Barry. Oh, maybe just Stafford and Calvin. Nah, Stafford and Barry. Stafford and Barry. Can we get like a...
I think you just leave the picture the
It's
way
crazy.
it
All
is.
right, I'm totally biased when it comes to like when I pick Sue because I've always
Chuck
loved the
Brewer
Dynasty Sue.
said Gordy would be hard in this era with the cameras on. He said Gordy was so dirty, but no cameras to watch it. Dude, Gordy...
I wish you go back in time and watch
Gordie
that.
Howe, man. The Gordie Howe hat trick.
Like, do you think he'd be like nice in this era though?
Yes.
Same thing with your boy
translate.
Kaline. Like, you think Kaline would be nice?
I mean, it's tough to fight,
Like, because
you can't compare eras.
And that picture, like, they're straight up like coming out of the, you know what I'm saying, Doctor Strange thing.
Yeah,
like,
you can't compare eras, man.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. But you're getting like that guy straight out of there.
Yeah,
that's what I'm.
Gordy
trying
would
to think.
still be fantastic in this era for sure. Kaline's would be more questionable if he was good or not than Gordy.
Yeah, I think you should have to spread this one on to on the BDE tomorrow.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, 100%. Hey, this is Woodward Heavyweights. Appreciate you guys for joining the live show. If you haven't already, please hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button. And we out.
We out of here. Peace.
Please like, comment, subscribe. Thumbs up. Like that.